Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Stars in the Night. For those of you here on the Tales Guild channel who might be a little confused what's happening right now, hey, we have a series called Stars in the Night. It is a series that we've been running over on the Dice and Autism channel. The first 3 episodes are on there, but if you've been following on the YouTube, those 3 episodes are on there. Now we've moved it over here as we're moving a lot of our shows and stuff over to the new channel. So thank you guys for hopping in. And I hope you guys are excited for episode 4 of this mini series. Guys, we're like really getting into it now. This is like we're like halfway through at this point. If things go, who knows?
What?
Who knows? Yeah. It's like we're aiming for like roughly like 8 to 10 episodes. It's kind of halfway through. So who knows? Maybe something crazy will happen. We'll see. Speaking of crazy things happening, let's talk about last episode. Who would like to do a recap for a potential?
I'll try. Unless
Okay.
I can help with the second half.
Let's do it together.
Yes.
Wanna do it
Okay.
together?
Okay.
Collaboration
okay.
is great. I will give you both potential for collaborating.
So, Mallory and I both got letters from the school because they do keep track of when you are not there, apparently. I thought that was made up to scare us. And we both got letters. Mallory did a better.
I think we all got letters.
Yeah, we all got letters. Okay.
I'm doing this.
We all got letters. We all got letters, I guess. Some people were very like good and easy about like kind of getting off, you know, like scot-free. But some of us like Piper's set at graduation is gonna be like threatened, which is so totally not cool.
Not cool at all.
Exactly, because who else is gonna play the sickest beats?
Right? Homecoming,
exactly.
let's go.
Yes. Oh wait, do you want to do like popcorn back and forth until we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna popcorn it to you.
Perfect. But apparently, Calliope and Giselle were able to snatch their letters before their parents found out. So they kind of were like, all right, I'm just going to make sure that we do better, I guess. And Mallory did the sickest move of making it the school's fault for receiving the letter rather than her own fault. And Annie talking with her mom was chef's kiss. Popcorning it back on over to you.
Lovely. So after our letters, we were gonna meet up at Giselle's bakery coffee shop because we are doing a recon at the plot important power plant. That I almost said is owned by Max Lord. That is, he is not here. He is not here. Oh my god, it did a cold open with this fucker. Yeah, anyways, and we were like, okay, we gotta sit down and we gotta plan out what's our plan of attack here. Popcorn back to Natalie.
Yeah, so while Giselle was maintaining Bake Aries and we were all kind of up in the loft in our secret area, we were trying to figure out what the best course of action was going to be. So whether that was to go in guns blazing or if that was going to be more reconnaissance, while Giselle was going to stay behind and talk to Jordan. But then something weird happened with Giselle, where they had like a little bit of a premonition of sorts when they were talking about their stuff, you know, like the sword and, you know, their dreams, and it was not great. Not great at all. Didn't you have like kind of like a placemat of the map on where the previous stars fell? And making sure that I would love that.
Okay. So as soon as the PowerPoint presentation, which is definitely kind of a crime to plan out trespassing and possible like teen should not be in a power plant shit, but it was a very well-researched PowerPoint mine. Lovely color scheme done by Annie. As soon as that was brought out, Giselle's like, no, upstairs. Privacy, please. Please, please, please. Everyone goes upstairs. Giselle basically goes up. And I combine 2 of Giselle's powers, which is psychic constructs and memory manipulation, at a great risk to myself, to basically showcase a combination of making a 3D model of the blueprints of the PowerPoint before the accident happened, overlaid it with images of what the PowerPoint looks like now, post-accident, and use symbols of little rapiers to show where each of the former stars in the night, the fallen stars, had fallen in battle, because those might be really interesting points of interest. But because of the way that Doom tracking works, there are certain things that can cause my Doom tracker to go up, which counts as which one of them is exerting yourself, which Giselle was exerting themselves, to which my Doom manifested slightly in that the last rapier that was going to be in the middle of the power plant as a pinpoint turns into basically the manifestation of Doom, which is the nightmare-esque giant great sword, stabbing in the middle of the basically 3D model, signifying, hey, something's here, but also foreshadowing, which we then see whenever Team A goes out to the PowerPoint, or the power plant, does a little sneaky sneak of getting their way in, basically dressing like, yeah, we're totally just like interns. Don't pay attention to us. Don't look at us. And people end up noticing there's also somebody sketchy who's maybe not supposed to be there, who then goes into the basement. So, yeah.
Aristotle also decided to do a little bit of reconnaissance, but couldn't really figure out what was going on.
He's a rat.
So he's like, yes.
He's just a rat. Yeah. So, who is not built for reconnaissance.
Just a little guy.
Yeah. And yeah. We did the Batman detective bit, and now we're doing the fighty bit.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, Giselle is still at the Baked Aries talking to Jordan, and upon having the conversation with Jordan, where we left off on a cliffhanger is the mention of void stars. Void stars are basically what happens whenever your Doom completely takes it. And you lose yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Mechanically, at least, as the Doom playbook, I'm guessing. But that's basically what Jordan kind of alluded to.
Yeah. Jordan basically told you that, like, yeah, basically you can lose control of yourself and your powers, and kind of it mutates and becomes something different. And that seems to have been what happened, or what might be happening to you. But yeah, that was a very good recap. All 3 of you mark potential for that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Anyone ding on that? Any beginning of session level up?
No, but I'm getting closer to becoming your worst nightmare.
What a way. Yeah, I know. We're gonna get close. I feel like you're all gonna grab those moments of truth at the same time and just be like, all right, motherfucker, throw anything at us. We're loaded up. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, we go to Team A, shall we say, as the group of you started sneaking your way into the main part of the building that is still standing within this power plant, kind of sneaking into this dark hallway, pursuing this shady-looking individual who seemed to be making their way inside. Yeah, you guys make your way in. It is dark. There are no lights. There is no power here. which is kind of ironic considering it's a power plant. But yeah, you guys step inside, the door kind of closes behind you, and it is dark.
Ooh.
Can I say that Piper has one of those rinky-dink keychains that looks like a duck, but like out of the duck's eyes, like is like little like flashlight kind of things, like like the little light up toys that like there's a button and it like lights up kind of a deal. Can I can Piper like place it in front? It's not bright whatsoever, but she turns on the light just to like look around.
You guys, yeah. Well, I mean, those things aren't particularly bright, so I feel like you're all in the dark, just like trying to work out what's going on, and then suddenly you all just see a floating, glowing duck, and you can vaguely see Piper's hand around it, but that's kind of all you can see.
Okay. We have our cell phones on us, right? We can just like phone flashlight.
Yeah.
That's what Annie does. Annie just kind of holds it up like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were able to do that. You kind of turn your flashlight on, and yeah, it's a dark hallway. There are a few kind of like pipes running along the ceiling. Seems pretty much intact here. There's no signs of weak structuring or anything like that. It seems that this area wasn't particularly impacted by anything that happened. Seems pretty structurally sound here. Looks, if you like looking just in this hallway, you wouldn't know about the chaos outside. But yeah, it kind of just leads down kind of a long hallway. And your flashlight just at the kind of edge of the vision, kind of it keeps going kind of past your flashlight's distance. But there does appear to be kind of a couple of doorways kind of further down. But yeah, that's what you see.
Yeah. Can I use my move again of straight up creeping and use it to scope out? Because these hallways, I'm like, which ones are the best?
You taking the lead then?
I guess. Is everyone? Annie steps forward and goes, I am not a detective. However, I have seen and read enough Nancy Drew to know what to do. So, how do we feel about that?
All good.
Okay, great.
You say so.
Ooh, okie dokie. I roll plus mundane, and on a 10 plus, I ask 2. So I rolled an 8 plus 1, so 9. So I get to ask 1 question.
Okay.
So I just want to know, what is the best way, like in or out, specifically in regards to these like hallways?
The best way in or out? Well, the best way out would be the door directly behind you.
Perfect. Okay.
So that's the safest way out. The safest way in, like further in, there's maybe like 2 or 3 doors kind of like up ahead, and as you're kind of like scoping forward a little bit, you kind of look kind of like looking over them with your torch, going all detective mode. Most of them, as you're kind of moving further down the hallway, you do see some like not you see signs of damage, but like you look at it and you're like, okay, it seems structurally sound. But yeah, but there are a couple of the doors you come to, you look, and from where the dust has kind of like come down, 2 of the doors are still like it's like those like handles on them.
Yeah.
And they are still layered in dust. But then when you get to the 3rd one, you can see it's kind of been brushed off. There's like almost like the outprint of like a handprint where it has been clearly opened recently.
Perfect. Through my sleuthing skills, I'm gonna call everyone over and be like, I think we gotta go through this one. Does anyone want to go in front?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thank you.
Unless you want Aristotle to go in front. I just don't want anything bad to happen.
Aristotle's pride is very hurt.
Yeah,
after
Aristotle.
failing twice. So I don't want to do that to him.
Mine would be too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the best.
He's
the best,
very
right?
quiet in your pocket right now. He just like he's taking a little nap.
You did great,
mean,
little buddy.
I get it. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, is the door locked? Can I just like gently twist and
Yeah, you
open?
kind of twist the handle and it opens.
I laugh. I'm like, dang, they didn't lock the door. Okay, must not be important then. But I guess
You say that.
Yeah.
You say that aloud.
just like a little under my breath to my friends.
This long, echoey hallway, you still hear your words. Not quite like super loud, but you kind of hear almost like the echoes of your voice a little bit still. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Sick.
Yeah, I'll go in front.
You're going in front?
Yeah, I'll go in front of everyone else just in case it's something
Okay.
extra bad. I'm trying to like keep an eye out of anything dangerous, of course, but I will be the one going first.
Okay.
In case there is anything dangerous.
Yeah, you continue forward. Are you particularly are you looking for for threats through here?
Oh yeah.
Would you perhaps be assessing the situation, Jay?
I would probably be assessing the
Yeah.
situation.
Okay.
As
you kind of make your way through and kind of continue. I will say as you kind of continue through this door, there are more signs of dust and structure damage and everything like that. But yeah, let's see if you see anything particular. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
An 8, which is a partial success. So you get to ask one question.
Let me get the questions. I should have had the questions up.
Do you want me to? I've got them pulled up. If you want me to,
I think it would be. I think what here's the biggest threat.
What is the biggest threat? Okay. So with that, then you kind of continue further down the hall. You kind of take a look, kind of with the help of like Annie's like flashlight from her phone. You kind of like look kind of up, and the roof here is damaged, but it's kind of that stability of the rocks have fallen, but they don't look at risk of falling anymore. This place has had a long time to settle, so it seems sound enough. So that doesn't seem like a massive threat unless things were to be disturbed, of course. But you continue forward and kind of like listening out, you do hear the sound that you heard outside as well, but made more sense out there. Up ahead of you, you hear the echoey sounds of construction as something seems to be happening. Up ahead, kind of sound of like drilling, like classic, like you know when you go past like a roadside thing, like you hear the sound of like drills going, kind of maybe a couple of muffled voices, but yeah, you hear that.
If I look around me, is there anything like a hammer or a pipe I can use as a weapon just in case?
There might be, yeah. You kind of like, you look around. I won't make a check or anything, but like, yeah, you do find maybe like a couple of just like loose pipes. It's not easy to wield. It's a little heavy. But you have got a pipe.
Amazing, great.
Yeah,
just in case.
Phone in one hand, pipe in the other. Yeah, you're ready to go.
Just how it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, are we still feeling good about going forward?
I mean, that's why we're here, right?
I mean, yeah, but
and we're sticking to our civilian forms for this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
However, if violence does happen, I don't, well, I guess I have powers in all technicalities, but I'm not afraid to punch a bitch. Does that make sense?
Yes, but we transform in front of whoever is there, they're gonna know.
They'll
who
know
we
both
are.
identities.
That's true.
Oh, I won't transform.
I think Piper's in a contemplative position where she
Mhm.
would either want to transform now or like it's not going to happen kind of a deal. So
Sure.
I think Piper's going to speak up and say, whatever's down here, we know that person that was coming in here is sketchy. If we at least transform now, we know that we are more protected than we would be if we don't go in right now.
Mhm.
And then she's going to unplug her CD player.
Mhm.
There's a bit of a sonic boom, and she's going to transform into her star form.
Incredible. I love that.
Mallory's also gonna transform.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna this might come bite me in the booty later, but I'm going to use my mask move to switch my mundane and freak and make my freak
Ooh.
higher, and hopefully
Okay.
that won't be a problem later.
Yeah. So the two of you transform. Anyone else?
And we can
Double
stay
check-
back
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
need.
Double checking. We do not have to transform to use our powers, or do we?
Your powers and your strengths are limited. You have like
Yeah.
you can
Yes,
use
they're a lot
like
more limited.
bursts and like you could use bits of it, but to like
Okay.
use like the full extent of all of your like for you, Annie, you're still strong, obviously.
Yeah.
But like
Oh,
you don't have your like escrima sticks. You don't have like
No.
your I'll say like your absorption ability. You probably wouldn't be able to use without transforming.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like it's limited, but like it's there somewhat, like very subtle
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I look at Calliope and I'm like, are you transforming?
Whoa. I think Calliope's thinking about it of like, I'll go with you. That way there's 2 and 2.
If it's 2 and 2, it might be better.
Yeah.
If it's 2 and 2, it might be better because at the very least, 2 of us can leave and get help if something happens or whatnot. Or we
Yeah.
can run into a back corner and transform and be like, oh, now we're here. Yippee.
And we can at least stay behind a little bit so
Mhm.
that if
Yeah.
you all are okay with being the forefront in the face to figure out what the situation is, then we can kind of come in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I can totally do that. If I can talk my way through fake reading The Great Gatsby, I can totally do this.
You didn't
I
read The
do
Great
not
Gatsby?
remember. I don't remember what. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't remember anything. That I just remember eggs and eyes. That's all I remember.
How did you pass the test if you didn't read it?
Once again, the written portion is where I excel.
I see.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And then I high five Calliope. I'm like, let's bullshit our way to the top.
Yo, let's bullshit our way to the top. Yeah. Oh God.
Okay.
You'll also notice that like Reverb's costume is typically in like really bright LEDs, but
Mhm.
they've not like
Mhm.
been dimmed down to kind of just be an aura of light rather
Very
than
cool.
Oh my god, I gotta make a stealth suit for Annie.
Please do it.
Incredible.
Okay.
Heck yeah. We
So
love the
yeah, I
stealth
go to the
suits.
front with Calliope.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Okay. Yeah. You guys continue with Rodentia and Reverb keeping behind. Half the team transformed, half the team not. You continue forward, and the sound of construction and voices continues as you see a kind of light start to come up at the far end. Based on what you saw from outside, I'll give you this one as well, Calliope, with your kind of assessing the danger. You think that you're getting quite close to the direction you've taken so far, and from the map that you had seen that Giselle had kind of put out for you guys, You reckon you're
Mhm.
getting close to the center now?
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think Calliope's very much in her head of. It would probably like say under her breath to Annie, like we're getting close.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll listen. I'll do. If worse comes to worse, I'll do the talking. Okay, it'll totally be fine. Don't worry about it. We have Rodentia and Reverb here, and listen, we got this. We got this. Okay, we're the fucking stars in the night. We're these dope ass balls of gas.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, we got this. Exactly. And then I'll lead the way then if Calliope's kind of in her head, just to kind of like, so she can still be involved as like kind of like a leader at the front, but
Yeah.
like not all the pressure is on her, and I'm like creeping and listening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get to the far end and you see that there is another door kind of leading into a lit room, but it's been kind of propped open with a large rock. Kind of piece of debris that's kind of like propped that open, and you look out and there's kind of like, it seems to like lead out onto some sort of like wrought iron like gangway, and the sound seems to be coming from down. But yeah, the room seems relatively well lit. If the two of you are kind of stepping through, you see kind of off to your left a kind of stairway leading down, again made of this kind of like metal, kind of wrought iron. And the guy that you saw coming in is just kind of like reaching the bottom and seems to be walking out onto this floor, where you can see some construction going on. You see a lot of things, actually. You see similar to outside, you see just people drilling. There are pieces of debris that are being broken up and pulled apart. You see as they're kind of like going through, there seems to be kind of two piles of like rubble that seem to have been made. One of them is kind of like people are like, they're drilling through rocks and then they seem to be kind of looking them over. Some of them are being kind of tossed into one pile, kind of discarded. And then there are others that are kind of being looked over and then gently put into the second pile. And then you see someone else that seems to be kind of taking rocks from that pile and seems to be gently taking them over to a kind of garage doorway where there is a truck parked, a kind of unmarked van that's kind of parked with the back open, and the rocks are kind of being loaded in. You, from this distance, you can't tell what the difference is, but they do seem to be assessed and looked over. And then most of them are being discarded. But there are some where they're kind of looking them over, and as soon as they're kind of like picking them up, and as soon as they seem to be the type that they're looking for, seem to treat them with a lot more care than the other ones that are being discarded. Yeah.
Is there a license plate on this truck?
There is not.
Illegal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna kind of very subtly. I want to take a picture of this on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of like reach up and kind of like take the photo, and as you're kind of looking through the lens on your phone after you kind of like assessing the picture that you've just taken, you notice in the picture a couple of other things that you didn't notice at first. As you look, standing near the van itself, you see a man in a kind of nice looking suit, but you look at your phone and something seems wrong. Like maybe he caught the light strangely because you can't really make out details of him. And then you look up and over the railing and you see him. How do I describe this guy? His skin is entirely metal, like kind of like a silvery color. Like imagine like the Silver Surfer, but wearing a suit. That's what you're looking at right now. So he's quite a well-built, kind of bald man. Features, but you can't make out the detail. Like his eye, like he has eyes, but they are just entirely just the same metal. Has had like balding head, kind of arms just folded, seems to be watching what's happening. And then kind of flanking kind of the other side, you see a woman dressed in also dressed in kind of like a nice like suit, but has like a kind of is wearing like a pencil skirt, dark skin, long kind of golden nails that matches her kind of golden eyeshadow, and has kind of long kind of curly hair that's kind of tied back in a bandana. And they both just seem to be watching this construction happening, kind of just watching as these workers seem to be going through these stones, assessing them. And yeah, that's what you see.
Huh.
I have a question. What can I tell what type of stones these are? Do they look like
rubble?
Do they look like sedimentary? They're rubble?
Yeah,
they look like pieces of
there
rubble?
That's the thing that's so strange, especially from this distance. It all looks the same. You can't tell what it is. Like sometimes they they pick up like stone or like cement or whatever, and you're like, okay, that's what they're throwing away because that seems to be most of what they're throwing away. No, they're taking that one. Why are they taking that one? And then there's like pieces of metal that kind of be taken out. Most of them are kind of put to one side. Some of them are discarded. There seems to be no pattern that you can tell from here, but there is very clearly something they are looking for. And something that they do not need, they are discarding. And it is being loaded up to be taken from here.
They don't look like meteors or anything like that. Or like fallen stars or anything.
No.
Okay. That's just what my brain would do.
I look at Calliope and I'm like, we have to get one of those rocks.
Do we? You're right. We actually do. I'm saying that, but you are right. It would be very helpful if we could get one.
Is Aristotle? How strong is Aristotle? How yoked is Aristotle?
It doesn't fully matter because there has to be rats at a construction site, and I'm Rodentia right now, so I could probably get a lot of rats to help.
Yeah, but would they?
It's just gonna look really suspicious.
Yeah, a ton of rats come out of nowhere.
But not if there's a distraction.
Okay.
I'm just imagining little rats with little construction uniforms.
Well, I
have them all to have a hat.
I have this pipe. What if I threw it somewhere and they hear this clattering sound and they go to look? Boom, we send in the rats. Boom, we get the rock. Boom, we get out of here and we got a rock, baby. 3 big booms.
3 big booms for the stars in the night. I hate it. I hate it here.
You're welcome.
I mean, yeah, it's the logistics of how long will this distraction last and how fast can my rats go?
Well, while you think about that, we're going to go back to Giselle. Hello.
Hello.
So while they're planning, we go back to you as this kind of revelation is given to you about these void stars and what it means, and how there doesn't seem to be a way to reverse it, at least as far as Jordan knows.
What does Jordan look like in this moment upon having to reveal that information?
Are you talking surface level, or are you trying to look deeper?
Let's look deeper.
All right, that's going to be a Pierce the Mask roll then.
Which label is that?
I'm trying to remember. Pierce the Mask is mundane, I think. Mundane. Yes.
I'm bad at that.
Oh no.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, so I have a -1, so it's a 5.
Well, mark a potential.
Yeah.
But yeah. Surface level, she looks like she has a kind of almost like this kind of stoic look on her face, but there's also a little bit of sadness and almost like a little bit of pity in a way, like seeing this happen and knowing that there's not really much that can be done. No one likes delivering bad news with no possible resolution. Like she has no answer to offer you, just only this information that this thing is happening to you, and there doesn't seem to be a way to reverse it.
I think Giselle just kind of, because we're sitting at the table that's in the center of the sanctuary, and I think Giselle's just kind of one of those people who is always like not tinkering, but always messing with something, and having the ability to just like manifest like psychic construct has made it so that like, yeah, I always have something in my hands, but like in this moment, they need something real to mess with. And so it's just like taking a butter knife and it's just kind of like spinning it around their fingers and like just kind of like keeps doing it. It's kind of like doing the back and forth motion with it until it slips and flatters onto the table. And Giselle just kind of like stares at it for a moment and then looks back up at Jordan, probably for the first time since like hearing like, yeah, this will change you entirely.
Yeah.
Like you won't be yourself anymore. And just kind of looks up and says, I really just like got the worst set of powers, like period, didn't I? This like kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well, I haven't killed anybody, so that's a plus.
That is
not dead yet.
I mean, I don't know if this is limited to this, but I mean, we're always told to not take things too far and not to always do what we think is right. But I don't know if this can only happen to people with powers like you. Maybe it can happen to others as well. It might not just be you. I know it's not really a positive, but at least you might not be alone in it.
I mean, even on a sinking ship, it might be nice to like, have a friend talk about, like, well, it sucks that the ship is sinking, but at least our other friends aren't here. That's like, could be positive, I guess.
It's nice to know that you're not alone with your struggles.
I mean, it feels like it. I don't think anybody else's powers are trying to change who they are entirely. Bad way.
Maybe not. I could change though. And maybe there's kind of like realizing this is a bit of a doom train right now. It's kind of like sits up in her seat, kind of like adjusts awkwardly and like coughs. It's like, maybe there's just something I haven't found. I mean, I've been doing this longer than you have, but I mean, there were teams before me, and I might seem like I have everything figured out, but I don't.
Pause, be kind, rewind. There were others before, like, your team and then this team. Like there were others. Are they still alive?
No.
Okay, that's not a good thing.
There tends to only be a certain number of stars. There's a reason you guys all got your powers around the same time.
So did they like, I don't want to ask that question. No, we're not asking that question. That's a bummer question. Okay. Idea. Because like, you can't keep doing this by yourself. Because if you keep doing this by yourself, you leave us in the dark. And I, for one, would like not to be a void star or a fallen star, because I want to live like as long as possible, so that nobody else gets stuck with these awful powers. I will, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna become immortal, so then no one has to be stuck with these awful powers. But until then, can you like actually help us with stuff like and be like friendly towards? I know we're young and uncool.
That's not.
I mean, Piper's really cool, but like you were literally friends with like all the other ones. You have like been doing research. You're like probably super smart if you're still alive. Like, I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think we're just getting by on dumb luck. And Giselle is like sweating at this point, but it's like the anxiety sweats.
There's kind of like there's this look on her face like she wants to say something but doesn't, and just kind of shakes it off. It's just like, I can do what I can. I don't avoid you guys. Well, I was gonna say on purpose. I do avoid you on purpose, but not like that. Not because not for stupid school reasons or whatever. It's just I wanted to leave this behind. You know? It's kind of a lot seeing all of your friends die in front of you. So
exactly. And I would like to not be the next you. Or worse, I would like one of my teammates not to be the next you.
You say that,
so, like,
and there's definitely like staring into the middle distance, just like nod. Yeah, you don't want to be like me.
I mean, actually, I have something kind of like maybe funny, but also kind of like cool to show you. So like, I'm gonna turn into, the whole thing. Don't freak out. But like, I found out I could do a thing. After you and I like talked last time, and then while sitting down, Giselle just like hand wave into star form.
Okay.
And then makes basically in the palm of their hand using psychic constructs. I'm gonna replicate a psychic construct of Jordan's dagger.
Okay. Okay.
Jordan's weapon that I've seen.
Okay. Yeah.
And just that I saw in the memory, and just replicate that, and then make it like spin like a 3D model.
Okay. So clarification: Are you making one, or are you making an image of one?
I'm making a psychic construct of it. So I'm making a construct.
Okay.
Of Jordan's weapon.
Is it like 1-to-1 size, or are you making like just like a smaller image? Okay. You do that. Okay, hang on. I gotta figure out how she would react to this. You do that, and her eyes kind of like go wide, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "How did you do that? How did you know?"
Is Jordan distracted by me?
Yes. She's like looking like between that and you, like it's like you've genuinely like caught her off guard. She was not expecting this.
This is gonna I'm trying to do this to lighten the mood, but also be a little bit of funny with Jordan. I'm gonna use from the Janus playbook, Dangerous Web.
Okay.
When you reveal a trap you left for somebody using your powers, roll +1 your mass label. On a hit, your opponent trips it, and you get an opening or an opportunity against him. On a 10+, take +1 forward pursuing it. On a miss, the trap anniversary leads to a dangerous escalation.
Okay. Okay.
Giselle is literally trying to distract Jordan with the
Mhm.
powers and fall into the trap of like when Jordan leans forward, Giselle just wants to boop Jordan on the nose. That's the
Okay.
trap I'm laying.
Okay. And you said you have to roll something?
Yes, I have to roll plus my mask label.
So your mass label in basically how it works with the mask or the Janice thing is like you get to pick one of your labels that you get to switch between that and mundane.
Yeah.
So
So,
GM,
yeah.
how do you want to do this?
I guess that would be freak for you, I guess.
Yep.
Sure. It would make sense.
Lovely that I put all of my points into freak.
All right. But you got to roll a 10 plus, right? Or it goes
yeah.
wrong.
I got a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
So 10 exactly. Great. Wonderful.
What a boop.
Yeah. Yeah, you just like leans forward, like looking at this and just like asking you, how did you do that? And then you just like boop her on the nose, kind of just like seems a little just like kind of jerks back a little bit. Doesn't really have the desired effect. She's more now concerned than mood lightened as you've recreated a weapon she's never shown you.
And then I'm gonna close my hand and then put like basically as like close my hand around the weapon, bring it down on the table, and as I do, the entire visage of my star form shatters.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Okay.
like hand on like elbow on the table, just staring, smiling. So yeah, I can learn things from other people apparently. So the little thing, you fell into my trap and I have booped you. Ta-da!
So your power's mutating already.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Because I'm not radioactive as far as I know.
Do you feel any different? Like emotionally? Physically?
I mean, I'm fairly certain if I got into a fight, I wouldn't anything more than a hindrance. I would probably just problem. And or a risk. And this is Giselle conveying the condition of hopeless.
Okay.
I currently have -2 to unleash your powers with
Okay.
hopeless as that condition from my overexertion last session.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of there's just a shrug. It's just
Mhm.
like but I think that will pass. I mean, hormones kind of wild when you got superpowers.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like I have nightmares sometimes. It's probably not the same kind that you have, you know.
I hope not.
Or yeah,
Wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I wouldn't either.
But you didn't answer my question. How did you know about that weapon?
Oh, I had a vision.
Okay. Of
I might have
what?
I might have
Extra concerns
seen
now.
I might have seen what happened at the power plant the other day. Remember when I made a comment about like, thunderstorms, hate it, lightning. I saw everything from a certain perspective.
You saw everything?
I saw
Describe exactly what you saw.
I was standing off in front, like to the side, in front of the power plant, still standing. And then that egomaniac, rich boy, superiority complex, imposter syndrome manifested in a bald man was hovering above and basically, maybe, possibly basically, doing the thing that gave you so much fucking trauma of making the stars the fallen stars. And
He was channeling the power of the power plant, trying to absorb it all, trying to make himself stronger. We had to stop him.
Exactly. I saw him push you away. I saw him swat the other stars away as well.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your friend who changed colors and you yelling, "No, don't go far." But you were holding your weapon. And because I can make things happen and like make them appear in image, it's usually like a fuzzy hologram if I'm not fully, sparkly. But in surf form, I can do like full on, they can be physical. But I saw yours. And whenever I saw that, I felt something basically click in a good way. And I learned something from you, I think.
Right.
Which is the boop. So I don't know. Or something close to what you might be able to do. I don't know. But yeah, so that's how that happened. But I get bad dreams. I get visions. Sometimes they're nothing big. That one was because it was in the middle of the room while everybody else was talking. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what causes it. It just happens sometimes. But like I said, I get bad feelings sometimes that are not like mine, but they're like, I don't know. It's like it's like a low battery icon pops up, but it's like, bad vibes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's your question.
Yeah. That's
Answered.
okay. Kind of just like sits back and is clearly like thinking. What you saw, the last one, the one that hit Surge. That's the first time I witnessed Void Star. That's what happened. She overrode her powers, emotionally drove it too far and made her stronger. She thought she could kill him. Let me see how that went.
So, wasn't able to at max capacity. Oh, that's great
Well,
news.
I don't know if it was max. I mean, it all happened so fast. Well, at the end of the day, he's still alive, isn't he? So I don't know what happened in there. I only saw what you've now seen. So I don't know. Just be careful with your powers. It could go really badly.
I know.
Some people can slip into that overdrive by choice, and then there are people like you that seem to just happens naturally and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's either accept it and live as long as I can so nobody else gets burdened with it.
Yeah.
Or it's me trying to summon the Star Mother to fist fight her until she takes them back.
Good luck with that one. Yeah.
I contemplated it. Me and Philly had a plan, but it involved intergalactic space travel, and we couldn't figure out the physics degree for that. So
yeah. Speaking of that, where's everyone else?
I don't know. Busy. They've got lives.
It's true. I just usually see the group of you around together. I'm surprised to see you here by yourself.
Oh, I like alone time. But I also like taking care of them. It's also getting awkward because I have a crush on 2 of my friends. But that's a story for another time.
Yeah,
So.
that's none of my, but that's the high school stuff that I don't need to know about. That's where I'm like, that's where like the actual, normal stuff comes in, and I go, I don't need to know about you guys and your weird crushes. You'll get over it when you're older.
So I can't ask you for dating advice?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't do people in that way. So probably not great
Doesn't
at
matter.
that.
And I'm not any better.
No, I don't think I don't do people in that way, like at all.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah.
The whole
You can
dating
still-
thing, that's not for me. I just, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, but you can I'm sure you've seen like a movie, read a book.
I mean, yeah, everyone's watched movies and you want my movie recommendations?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sure. I can figure that out at some point. But I'm glad we were able to talk about this, and I hope it's at least given you some sort of closure on what's going on with your powers.
Be okay, probably.
Yeah.
If not, just go figure out who got the bad end of the jackpot.
Yeah.
Something happens, and don't avoid that one. And telling them like, "Hey, buddy, powers suck. Maybe don't do the thing that you got your powers to do because it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Maybe join a book club."
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Yep.
Definitely.
Anyway, I should probably go. I need to I need to go check out some stuff. Let me see follow some leads. But you look after yourself, Giselle. And look after your friends.
You should text us.
Sure. I'll start using that
your
group chat that I never type in. I will admit I did mute it. I'll unmute it.
Fine. Just start messaging whenever you leave. Headed out, got home safe. Just to let us know that.
Sure. So long as you guys are doing the same.
Of course.
Yeah.
Next time I see him, I'll tell him.
Well, maybe you can tell him for me. I gotta head over to the power plant. I gotta figure out what's happening over there.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll see you soon, okay?
Don't be awkward with it. Just go. You don't like people.
I don't do the whole talk. That's the other reason I don't really hang out with you guys. I don't really hang out with anyone because people. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm going. I'm actively walking out the door as we speak. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yep.
And just get up and we'll just walk out. And you just hear the sound of her going downstairs, and you hear the front door of the cafe kind of open, and you just see her go out onto the street. Yeah.
Immediately text message to group chat that Jordan is not in. Jordan incoming to power plant. Get out now.
Okay. And are you staying there?
I am going to stay basically until narratively feasible to show up, because I have something that can do that now.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna just teleport or something?
Yeah, actually.
Did you have that?
Yes.
It's one of the
Actually.
Oh my god, incredible.
Yeah, Doom sign portal. Mark your Doom track to appear in a scene with anyone you want.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
It's
You can just do that
very
whenever. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So whenever narratively feasible, Giselle will just pop up.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm gonna pop up next to Piper.
Okay. Would you be doing that like now after like sending that text?
Oh no, I've got to go talk to Philly. I have to go. Giselle is gonna show up like basically 5 minutes from now because Giselle has to go talk to Philly and be like, I'm leaving. I need you to cover for me, and then cover bases. And it's also kind of like I can't disappear immediately because if Jordan circles back,
It's true. Yeah.
That looks suspicious.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go back to
so basically,
yeah, we'll go back to Group A then. Yeah,
Mhm.
as you start making your way downstairs. Group A,
Mhm.
what you doing? What's
B,
the plan?
Let's
Yes.
talk. Let's
Yes?
talk.
Okay.
How
Yes. Let's talk.
how heavy is one of these rocks?
They're all varying in sizes. There are like a couple that like multiple of the workers have to lift. But some of them are like palm size. Like they
Okay.
it's rubble. It varies in size, truly.
Okay. Let's just say like how heavy would the smallest one be?
I I can't with hand. I can't with a little right hand. He could probably find a small piece of rubble, maybe that if you're wanting
Here-
Aristotle to carry something,
Here's
probably could.
I did some research.
Okay.
An average rat can carry 1 pound, and knowing that you are not from America, I did the change.
No, I do
that's
pounds.
0.45. Oh,
Yeah.
I found out for you that it was
Okay.
4.5 kilograms, or 0.45, 0.45 kilograms. But a rat can carry 1 pound. So
Okay.
is there
We'll find a 1 pound rock.
So we can find a 1 pound rock, or like I can send in a
2.5.
team
Yeah.
with a 2.5. We just need 3 rats. I also researched a lot of
Mallory.
animals to see if they were rodents.
Yeah. The more
Mallory,
rats you
Mallory.
send in, the more chance you have of being seen. I will say that.
Mallory, we also don't know which rocks they're wanting.
No, the ones in the truck.
Ones in the truck.
Oh, the ones in the trunk. Oh, God.
You're gonna okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
Wait, can I form a distraction to give Mallory a better chance?
What would you be doing as a distraction?
So I got this big pipe, right?
Yeah.
And what I would like to do, we're at a construction site. Things fall all the time. I just want people to look in the opposite direction of the van. And I'll either smack something with this pipe, I'll throw this pipe. I just want to do something that will get them to look like a majority of people looking away from the van.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. What are you doing as a distraction then?
This pipe's kind of heavy,
Mhm.
but I feel like I could throw it a decent amount, and even if it like falls, it's still gonna be a loud sound that'll get people's attention. And I can like move a few feet and throw it. I don't have to throw it from where I am.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw this pipe in like the opposite direction. I don't care who it hits. I don't care what it hits. I just want people to not look at the van.
So you're throwing it like down into the construction site, like somewhere off to the side.
Yeah, just like dropping it, like doink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You drop this pipe over the side. The metal pipe meme plays. Stock sound.
Doink, 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 doink.
Yeah. Everyone stops. The sounds of construction immediately stop. There is just silence as everyone just looks around, looks towards the source of the sound. And
Aristotle is rushing.
in the
He
opposite,
is
he's
running.
going in the opposite direction. He's going for the truck. Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
going for the truck. He's gonna find like the smallest rock, easily accessible rock,
Okay.
and get out of that truck as fast as possible.
Okay.
But with a rock.
All right. We're gonna have some rolls involved here. So here's what happens. He starts heading off in the opposite direction, starts heading down the side, kind of like down the wall, going down to go towards the truck. There is silence for a moment. The man kind of uncrosses his arms, kind of looking in the direction, and goes, "Go check that out." And the woman steps away from the truck. Several of the workers kind of like make their way kind of over towards where this metal pipe is. But this woman, you hear the sound of her heels rapping on the floor as it kind of like echoes as she, with purpose, walks straight over to where this pipe lands, picks it up with her long like fingernails, kind of looks over. I'll make a roll for her real quick.
Picking up with her fingernails like this.
No, she's picking it up, but like you can see like her fingernails like around
Okay,
it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, just what shellac is she using? Oh my god, who's her nail lady?
Kind of looks to the to any of the workers. Who was the last in? One of the guy that you saw before kind of like sheepishly like holds up a hand. It's like, were you followed? No, I wasn't. Are you sure about that? Because I don't think this thing just fell. Well, I mean, kind of just like looks around at like the other workers who are all like not looking at him. It's like I didn't. It wasn't. I'm not sure. Just places a finger just like on his lips. No more talking. You points to the other two. Go secure the perimeter. Make sure we don't have any intruders. And you, well, you can stay right there. He just like stands very still as she like runs a hand like over his shoulder. She walks past and is making her way with two of the workers towards the ladder to come up towards you guys. Hasn't seen you, doesn't know, but they're now suspicious as she is now actively investigating with two of these workers. This other guy is just like stunned, stood in place. Yeah, you hear the sound of her heels on the metal stairs below as she's making her way up. Aristotle, little man, is making his way towards the truck. Because this is for Aristotle. I'm trying to think what would be. He is trying to blend in, so I need Aristotle using your stats because it's your powers to make a mundane check as he's trying to blend in.
There it is. There
I knew it was a mistake.
I knew it was a mistake.
Could we argue that Aristotle gets +1 because Annie is helping? Is giving like the help action, which is usually a +1.
The distraction.
Okay.
I don't think the distraction's helping anymore, guys.
Can I assist in the last moment by shielding Aristotle?
Shielding him how?
So he can go and do his thing. It doesn't say that necessarily the shield is because it says you can call up a fast protective field to stop a danger. So I would be holding this until a danger happens.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Gotta
save her little
what was the roll for Aristotle?
He's rolling right now.
Are you rolling with the puppet?
Oh no.
Maria.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I forget that I can barely tell what number this is in the dice. No, shit. That's a 4.
A 4 total?
No.
Okay.
It would have been a 7 if I hadn't switched my labels.
Mark potential.
Oh no.
And that is a fail.
Oh boy.
Aristotle makes fuck. Okay. I gotta think about this.
Go for it.
He's
It's a
definitely
fail.
gonna be seen.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think how this guy would react to this.
Just rat.
It's freaky.
Yeah.
A rat holding a rock.
Aristotle makes his way towards the truck, and is kind of just like scampering over, just like trying to blend in, and just happens to step into the light. The man turns and looks at Aristotle. Aristotle goes very still. And they just have like this bit of a face-off for a moment. And he doesn't know he's special in any way. He doesn't know. I'm trying to think what he would know.
But it's scary. It's a rat. Maybe he's afraid of rats.
Let the record show that I said when we got here that I took off his toga and his laurels. So
That's true. That's very true.
Just looks like a rat.
That
Let the record
would
show.
actually, you know what?
But
Thank
you
you for
had to
pointing
give
that
them
out.
Yeah.
That would have made
But no,
a
you
difference.
gave-
Thank you for pointing that out.
You said last session that you gave them back to him because he was insecure without them after he failed both
Oh,
times.
no.
Oh, did you? Oh no!
Put back on one or the other, but not both, if I remember correctly.
Rats wearing a toga at a construction site.
All right, I'll let you decide. It's your rat. What's he wearing? Is he wearing the laurels or is he wearing the toga?
The laurels are cuter.
Okay. Okay. I mean, let's get the roll out of the way first. Aristotle, I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Wait.
Shielding.
You're
shielding.
Shielding. So what does it do?
I'm shielding.
Okay.
So I have to roll. Spend 1 burn to defend someone else from an immediate threat.
So
And I have to roll freaking savior.
So with specifically a Nova thing, you have to have burns, which means you would have to activate your powers to do. Like you'd have to.
Which I'm already. I'm already dressed.
Yes, but
I'm already in Reverb.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. You have to like. What's the activation called specifically for the Nova? I forget. It's like because
burns.
So to get burns,
flares.
Yes. Oh wait.
You have to roll to see how many burns you have.
Yeah. So you have to. I
roll.
forget, but yeah, there's a name for like when you do the activation though. I'm trying to remember because
Suspend your burn on your flares.
Yes.
I don't think there's a specific move. There's not a specific move for it. It just says
Is there
roll.
not? I swear there's like a because it determines
not a
how many
name for
burns
it.
you have, right?
When you charge up your powers, roll plus conditions.
Oh, that's it. You have to charge up your powers.
Currently have marked.
Okay. So you would have to charge up your powers to do that. Because currently you
How
have
do I
you've
do
changed, so it would just be an active like, all right, I'm charging up, you know, which would be a little bit more noticeable. Like you know how you were like, I've dimmed my lights. That would be putting the lights back on, kind of thing.
Okay.
You can do that if you would like. It may draw attention to you though.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
I will risk it for the rat.
Sure. Risk it for the rat. You all see you see the lights kind of start to glow on Reverb's outfit as they charge up their powers. Let's see what you get. What'd you get?
So I got a 7.
A 7.
Which I
believe 7 to 9. I think you have to like
powers.
mark a condition and you
correct.
How
I
many?
get 2.
Yeah, 2 burns. Incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then you're using a flare to defend, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna mark this is -2 to defend someone or reject others' influence. So I'm gonna do insecure as my condition.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll to shield. Oh, nice. Okay. 12.
Amazing. Yeah, you absolutely do that. So for Reba, then, with your powers, what does this look like as you do this shield on Aristotle? As you see this big metal man brings this big metal foot, and he looks like he's going to just straight up splat Aristotle.
So Reverb has been watching this the whole time, and she's crouched, and as soon as she sees this big foot coming up, she snaps in the direction of Aristotle, which sends a sound wave straight to his direction and pushes the foot back up.
Amazing. Yeah, you do that. You send that wave out. It knocks his foot to the side. You see it slam into the concrete. The concrete beneath his foot cracks. But it does not hit Aristotle, who is able to very quickly scurry the fuck away.
Get the fuck out of there, Aristotle!
But that sound wave kind of like sets out, and it just like echoes all around the room as he kind of like looks up towards the source of the sound, and will probably see only you with your glowing lights, but then everyone else is close by, and then you hear the sound of the people below starting to climb up the rails faster. What are you guys doing as you have been?
I'm gonna look to Annie.
It seems.
I have a real my thing is like, how stupid am I gonna be tonight?
It's up to you.
Stupid. Straw poll.
What's
hey,
your
chat,
thing?
straw poll. How stupid am I gonna be tonight?
How stupid is Annie feeling? How stupid is Annie feeling?
Annie's feeling really stupid because her friends are in danger and she's really freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what Annie does, because Annie has like crept out a bit, because Annie is like, naturally Annie is very athletic and is like, I can do something with my own body without superpowers, and that's something I think Annie takes pride in.
Okay.
And I have a move called Suck It Domitian.
Suck It Dominion?
Yeah, Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a T in there. Domitian.
I don't know. You're asking the dyslexic person. I don't know.
How we pronounce that? I don't know how.
Suck it, Domitian.
Domitian.
I think it's Domitian. Domitian. I think it's Domitian.
Domitian.
The main point is suck it. And that's the important part.
Dickwads. So when you stand strong while dramatically under fire, I think this counts as under fire.
Okay.
I can roll savior instead of danger to directly engage a threat.
Okay.
I would like to directly engage a threat by causing chaos and knocking things over.
Okay. What are you knocking over up on this gangway?
I'm on a gangway.
Mm-hmm.
What's like? Is there like a box of tools on a gangway?
Sure, why not?
Someone haphazardly. I'm seeing this happening, and I think Annie's like, okay, let's go, and then pushes the toolbox off. And I think Annie sees like Reverb is kind of like there with the lights, but then Annie pokes like her head up, maybe like her strawberry blonde hair catches in the sunlight, making her super visible, and then she runs. And she pushes another box over, and she's like, go, get the rocks and go.
Yeah, you push this toolbox kind of down the stairs. It's like it's more like you push like the box with the toolbox like on it, and you push it like down the stairs. You see these two like goon looking construction workers, like classic, just like you see them up close now and you realize, oh, these are hired goons. These are not construction workers. They're just wearing a high-vis vest and no one's questioning it. God damn it, why does no one ever question people wearing the high-vis vests? But this box like falls into them and they're like, oh, as they like get like knocked down the stairs. You see the woman just like curses and it's like, Must I do everything myself? As she quite agilely in heels climbs over this box and starts making her way up towards you. Her hands are like, she hasn't like balled her fists. In fact, she's kind of doing the opposite, as she's kind of like, as her like, she has her hands like splayed wide, and you can swear those nails are longer than they were before. As she's stalking up the stairway towards you, her like eyes almost like glowing with this like golden light, and they almost don't even look human.
Great, fantastic.
But yeah, she's stalking up the stairs towards you guys. What are the rest of you doing? Zanny has done that.
How? I have two big decisions. I have two ideas. I'm either gonna. I can't fight this metal man. I don't have any powers that work with a metal man.
I think I can handle the metal man. I think I can handle the metal man.
You think you can handle the metal man?
I might have to transform.
Okay, and then how far am I from Gold Lady?
She is probably like half a flight down, but is quickly stalking up the stairway towards you.
Great, amazing. I would like to rat scurry and scratch her face.
Yeah, roll that would be directly engage a threat.
I'm gonna say, if this is bad, I'm gonna use the thing I just got.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use the thing that I just got.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Amazing. That is a 10. So on a 10 plus, you get to pick 2 of the directly engage a threat things.
I'm gonna create an opportunity for my allies.
Amazing.
And resist or avoid their blows.
That's really good. That's incredible. Great. Amazing. Yeah, how would you kind of flavor making this kind of opportunity then? Just getting in her face, like distracting her.
I just go full freaky little rat girl.
Yeah.
Like,
just on all fours, just fucking leap down the stairs. Like the fucking Wolverine in Marvel Rivals, just fucking full on just foxy jump scare, just straight at.
I'm so aggressive and so absolutely insane that she cannot focus on Annie and Calliope going to change. Like I just want to be so rat shit crazy.
Okay. Amazing. And then you're gonna resist her blows as well. Amazing. Yeah. This opportunity has been created for the two of you as Rodentia directly engages this woman, kind of claws out, going for him. That leaves you, Calliope. What are you doing in this moment?
Is anyone watching? Does anyone have eyes on me, or is it all focused on the chaos?
There are people making their. I mean, everyone's kind of the metal man, as you have dubbed him, is looking kind of like up towards you and is currently like staying in place. So like he's near the truck still, but is like looking up towards you guys. The construction workers aren't quite sure what to do, as they're like, but like the two of them have been knocked down or currently have a box of tools on top of them. This other woman is engaged with Rodentia. That's where everyone is currently. So like the remaining goons look a little unsure of what to do. And an opportunity has been created. You see a window currently.
Okay. Yeah, I think I like the bluish golden light flares really quickly. Masks comes on, and I think flying towards the metal man, I think I'm going to engage so that Aristotle isn't gonna get like another foot slammed onto him.
Okay. Yeah. You fly towards him and just, fist raised. You just directly engaging a threat?
Either directly engaging a threat or defending Aristotle. So Aristotle
has
get
managed
one
to
of the
scamper away.
rocks.
He is not in direct line.
He's already scampered away.
Yeah, he got that from the defend already.
Did he scamper away with a rock?
No, because he was seen. Because he was seen, he didn't get a chance to get to the truck.
Is Metal Man carrying a rock?
No.
Didn't you say he was carrying a rock earlier?
Nope.
Or no?
The construction workers he has been watching this whole time. There have been the construction workers in high vis, and then the man and the woman in suits who have been watching this whole time, supervising. They have not been engaging in it.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Calliope, I could grab a rock.
You got a rock?
I can also grab a rock if need be.
Yeah. The two of us.
Then I'm going to engage Metal Man to make sure Metal Man cannot. Cannot. I am pulling my punches as I fight. To activate one of my abilities that I have. Basically, fight the good fight. When you pull your punches while directly engaging a threat, you can roll a savior instead of danger. If you do, you cannot choose to impress, surprise, or frighten.
Okay.
That is going to be a 12.
12. Amazing. Yeah, you guys are rolling really good with these. Okay, yeah, you get 2.
Yes,
but you
so I think I'm going to
because you're holding your
I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies to be able to nab one of the rocks without him
you're trying to draw
being
him
able
away.
to I'm kind of drawing him away almost.
Yeah.
Does it look like he has anything special? Does he look like he has any special equipment on him?
It doesn't look like it. No, he looks like he doesn't need weapons.
Okay.
He's a man made of metal.
I'm going to almost like bobbing and weaving, like dodging away from his attacks, as I don't think I can take a hit from this. So I think I'm just dodging.
So remind me, with the resist or avoid blows, does that mean I just can't hit you, or does it mean I have to take something away?
Basically, on directly engage a threat, it usually means like on a hit you trade blows. So usually on directly engage a threat, you'll either mark the players will either mark like a condition a lot of the time, or something else will come from it. But using one of my things, I can basically avoid the danger from retaliation.
Right, yeah. So
but it means I can't do one of the other things.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't immediately retaliate, but he's swinging at you and you're bobbing and weaving. You're just flying around him right now, trying to keep him distracted as he's trying to hit you out of the air. Which I think then brings it up to Reverb.
So there's the 2 that are engaged. Who's not engaged in the opposition?
Currently, right now. Oh,
or are those the 2 that we're kind of focused on?
Yeah. So those 2 are currently being distracted. They're then kind of just the regular construction worker looking people that are like, whoa, this is above our pay grade. They don't seem to be looking like they're not really armed with anything. So they're just guys. They're just guys. And they don't really look like they know what to do right now. They're not looking like they're gonna start coming and fighting you guys. They're kind of just not quite sure what to do.
Reverb's gonna she's okay. She's going to subtly hover in with some speed and get to somewhat of the roof of the I guess the lower level that they're in. And she's going to say, "This doesn't seem OSHA compliant," and she's going to provoke someone.
Incredible. Who are you trying to provoke?
Any of the workers.
Sure. Yeah, you're trying to draw their attention to you. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Is that you got a roll for that? Provoke someone?
Yes, I will.
Go for it.
Can I possibly help because I haven't done the thing yet?
if you
Oh.
want to. You
And
don't.
say in like 5
need
minutes you were gonna
to.
pop up too. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yes.
say, you haven't
Did you
popped
roll
up just
well?
yet.
Did you?
I did roll well.
Okay, then you do your thing.
Okay. Because I rolled an 11.
Oh my god.
11, incredible.
You're rolling so good.
Okay, yeah.
We're doing so
So
great.
with that, yeah, you got a +10, so you get to do 2 of these 3 things. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them, which basically means like, yeah, you get closer to them. They err, which is you gain a critical opportunity, or they overreact and you gain influence over them.
Yes, Jay.
Yes.
For provoke someone on a 10 plus,
Oh,
they
yes.
rise
Do
to the
all of
bait and
it,
do what you
don't
want.
they?
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
really, it's a rate. They do what Piper wants, basically.
Oh, you're so yeah. So
They
what would
do
you
what
like me
Piper's
to do in this
provoking them
moment
to.
as you're provoking them?
I would say drop what you're doing and is there like some sort of like an elevator shaft, or is there like a location where there's like gated way or something, or can I just who's in the stairway right now actually?
In the stairway right now, there's 2 of the workers that
Yeah.
are currently pushing a box off of them. And there is Rodentia is there with this woman that she's currently engaged in a fight with. So it's those 4 on the stairs currently.
Then I'll say this. I'll say, if you don't want me to call the cops, get in that corner, get on the ground.
Okay, yeah. You see the like 4 remaining guys that are like on the ground. They're kind of like trying to figure out what to do. It's like, is this above our pay grade? Do we run? Do we? And then they hear that. They see you kind of like floating there, glowing lights, and they're like, "Oh fuck, a super person is here." Yeah, okay. And they just like shit on the ground, hands on their heads. They're just like, "Yep, nope, yep, we're done. We're done here." They
And then I'm
they
gonna
comply.
float down to the truck.
Yeah. Yeah. They float down to the truck. At this point, the 2 remaining threats are gonna go. So first of all, Metal Man. They're currently trying to hit you, Polaris, but you're dodging pretty well. However, Reverb just floated down here and is now a different, very glowing threat. And so whilst you're bobbing and weaving, he kind of clocks out of the corner of his eye and he's gonna swing on Reverb. Reverb, I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Can I? So I do have a thing that like called I Know What I Am. Once per scene, I can defend a teammate by shifting my savior down into other benefits. The thing. So can I basically take the hit for Reverb?
You're rolling to
Or no?
defend. Remind me. Okay. I think as you're.
I only ask because I have the one. I only ask because I know.
Because you've done this before, haven't you?
I did it with the first fight.
Yeah, so you would be making the roll instead then. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I hope it goes better than the last time, Jay.
Yeah, me too.
Remember, you gotta roll low.
I think this is a place where we need to be kind to each other, B.
Yeah. B, just remember IGM for you.
Make your
This
roll.
is a threat.
Make your roll.
So, what am I rolling for? Defend?
Well,
or
it would be if you're jumping in front and you're taking the blow, right?
Yeah.
So that would be
you'd
be rolling to take a powerful blow.
5
is good, yeah, because you want to roll lower on that one. So you are able to, as they're just like, all right, well, if you're going to be a pain, I'm going to hit this other person that's clearly trying to get past me, swings on Reva, but you just like throw yourself out, kind of arms
like
locking.
almost like flying in front of it.
And you're able to just block that. Just like,
please get one of the rocks, Reverb.
You're starting to get annoying. You're like a fly, and I'm going to swat you. So you like starts
that really
just,
didn't work out for you right here. It hasn't worked out for you so far.
Yes, Giselle?
I'm gonna ask if I could be here soon.
You will be here soon. The other lady is gonna go, and then I'm gonna come back to you, and then you can pop back in because I want you to have your little scene first. I was gonna get to that, I promise. Okay. So then this other woman is currently engaged with Rodentia, but Rodentia is Rodentia, you took the defend, right? No, sorry, not defend. You took resist to avoid their blows, so I can't really hit you right now. The only other target you can really see right now is Annie. So, yeah, it's currently, yeah, kind of like looks up the stairs. You're like engaged. You see, you're like scratching at her, and then she starts wiping at you with these nails that definitely don't look like human nails anymore. They look like claws. It's not good. And as you like get up close to her, you start to notice almost like scales on her neck, and kind of her. And then you look in her golden eyes, and those definitely are not human eyes, as they are more snake-like. As she looks at you, kind of like bares her teeth, and you see fangs. But she's going to look up, kind of like you're directly engaged with her. Stop it. You're looking.
Oh my god, she has fangs and scales. Tell me more.
Maybe I will. But yeah, she's gonna kind of like it's like swiping at you, but then sees Annie kind of crouched up there, kind of like waiting for a moment to do something. She's gonna look at you, Annie. I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Okie dokie. What do I roll?
It is just a 2d6 plus your conditions, I believe.
Okay. I am angry.
So
I'm angry. So -2 to comfort or support or pierce the mask.
Okay, yeah,
Does
so,
that apply here?
No, so that would be, so it's just the number of conditions you have is your plus.
Oh, never
So
mind.
it'd just be a plus
It's
one.
just one.
Yep.
Okay.
And you want to roll low.
Okay. I rolled a hot and sexy 11.
You rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. So, you can do, okay, so on a plus 10.
I'm an overachiever in all fields, including getting my ass
this is not
beat.
great. You're also not in your powers right now. Oh no.
No, I'm not. No,
okay.
I'm not, Pookie.
So, you must do one of these three things. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. I would say lose control of your powers in a terrible way wouldn't really apply here because your powers aren't really active. So I'm not going to say that one. So it's either flee, pass out, etc., which I know exactly what that looks like for this person specifically, or you can take two options of the 7 to 9 list if you'd like me to read you the 7 to 9 list.
Read me the 7. I love knowing my options of how I'm getting,
you
tell me more,
lash
please.
out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, the opponent gets an opportunity. You struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Okay. Let's be dramatic and let's pass out. Something happened. Let's be dramatic.
Okay. Okay, that's wow. That's such a choice specifically against this enemy. Okay, cool.
Should I not? What question? Is this a choice if you're like, hey, Madeline, this is just gonna not be the best one storytelling wise?
No. This is great. This is great.
Okay, cool.
This is so good.
Perfect.
I wasn't sure if this was gonna happen, and this is okay.
Okay. I live to serve, bitch. I live to serve.
Well, cool. So here's what happens. You see Rodentia engaged with this individual. And then there's just this moment, it almost happens in like slow motion, where she like swipes at Rodentia and then she kind of turns and looks at you and you lock eyes with her for a moment. And there's almost like a flash and then everything goes dark. And you pass out. Rodentia, yeah, you see this like flash happen, but then she continues fighting with you.
Do I see it? What happened to Annie?
Do you look back?
Yeah.
You turn back. Annie is a statue.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh my god!
See, quite literally, like you look back
And
and
this
like
is what
starting from
Giselle
her eyes,
comes into.
just turns to stone.
So how heavy is Annie, and how many battles would it take to get Annie out of here?
So Annie is in a very awkwardly crouched, hiding position right now.
But it's so artistic.
I can carry Annie.
I also can
Potentially.
carry Annie.
It would probably take two
I
of
have
you,
super
yeah.
strength.
Or
I have a
or
power.
someone
Even
with super
with-
strength.
Even with
True.
me having super strength as like just one of my straight up.
Okay.
Because I can keep engaging this sexy snake lady.
Yeah.
Oh, who said that?
But
Not me.
Luckily, we have another heavy hitter joining us.
speaking of,
We hope.
as you see that, we cut back to Giselle as you make your way downstairs. Yeah, you find Philly just doing the work day has kind of begun. It's just kind of like serving customers in the store and stuff like that. We'll just see you. You good?
Gotta go.
Gotta go?
Cover for me. Love you. Bye.
course,
Kisses Philly on the
absolutely.
cheek. And then just
Like kisses you back on
bolts
the cheek.
back upstairs.
Just like, cool.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yep. Bolts back upstairs, and as every single foot touches a stair, more and more of the armor starts coming on for the storm. And then going through the door, a portal opens, which is
Amazing.
this purple and blue and pinks with a little bit of like wispy whites and grays that are starting to show like black on the edges of them. And fully in Ourania, the Celestial Knight form, Giselle goes basically through that and lands right next to Reverb
Okay.
in full armor.
Yeah. You arrive next to Reverb. You see there's a metal man that is like 8 feet tall. It is just engaged with these two who are both in their forms. You look around. You don't see any sign of Annie. But you do see Rodentia is engaged with someone else currently. There are two of them are swiping at each other with claws. But yeah, that's the scene that you see as you arrive. Is there anything you would like to immediately do in this moment as you arrive on scene?
I am just going to. How far is Polaris from Reverb at this point? Is it just the three of us like grouped together?
Yeah,
in front
pretty
of this
much.
metal man?
I basically just dove in front of Reverb, so I'm probably like really. I was like, "Hi, really great time to show up."
Yeah, definitely. Fighting? Yeah, totally. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I would like to so fun fact, whenever I use my portal, I have to mark in my Doom track. I filled my second Doom track. I now have a third
Oh my
Doom
God.
sign.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
god.
You're up to
The
3.
Doom
No.
We're fast
No.
Giselle, you
tracking
need
this
to go back and
crazy.
tell Philly we will kill you ourselves. We cannot do this to Philly.
Your maxed out is 6, right?
Yeah, my max out
You're
is 6.
halfway
I'm at
there, bestie.
3, baby.
You're halfway there.
It's really a
Um,
halfway episode.
Yeah. So just letting you know, I'm not using anything.
Okay.
But just letting you know.
Okay.
At least not right now.
Is the portal still there?
No, I think it. I mean, it's up to me. I think it closes behind me.
Yeah, I
it's
think
very much magic.
It's it's
Damn.
like it's a portal in the way of like the air shimmers and you appear. It's not like a doorway. It's like a you pass through space time
Yeah.
and appear. Like yeah.
If you think magic from Marvel Rivals, it's funny I say that. I'm gonna go ahead and use psychic constructs. I'm not fucking around and finding out with rapiers. I'm summoning the Doomblade.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just pulling that shit.
Keeping
For flavor, as the portal is closing.
yeah.
Just like pulling that out, it's manifesting.
Just
All right, we're fighting.
keeping with the magic comparisons, you just immediately go
Yeah.
into Dark
Yeah.
Child, just ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, amazing. Are
Um,
you making
so-
an attack or anything, or what's your plan here? As you like appear and you see this metal man clearly fighting your friends.
No, I am going defensive,
Okay,
and I am defending Reverb with Polaris.
amazing.
So if he tries to move through the two of us to get to Polaris, then like I want to basically roll to basically do a defense.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, so you're kind of like getting ready to offend. Okay, awesome. Rodentia, you just saw your friend
Lord.
get turned to stone. You've read about Gorgons. Normally, that's permanent. You don't know what this is. You don't. You just know stories, and you've just seen your friend become a statue. You have no idea. Like you've seen this. Annie could be dead for all you know. You genuinely do not know.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You call
Oh,
out?
no.
Above,
Oh,
above tables
no.
would
I don't
never
think
do
the
that to
three of
you, I
us know
promise.
yet. I don't think the three of
Horrible,
us
horrible.
know.
Yeah. I. Okay. Hold on, Maria. Lock in. Okay. So I'm gonna call out and be like, I need someone to pick up Annie. Or you know what?
We
I
all
say,
look-
I need someone to pick her up. I don't say names, just in case.
Dog, who's her? Dog, who's her?
They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It's a statue. It's her friend.
There are two hers up here. There are two hers.
The one that's down. And then I am going to. Oh goodness me. Okay.
Mhm.
I am calling upon my rats to go full rat mode
Mhm.
on this. Basically, I wanna attack her,
Yeah.
but be able to use Aristotle to also help me attack her,
Okay.
and hopefully I can do all the things I want to do.
Okay. What would
You
you
rat
like to
tidal
do?
wave her?
A rat tidal wave her?
I'm
Do
hoping
we?
to get I'm hoping
As soon rat me. As soon rat
I'm
me.
a little bit of a soon rat me.
Okay.
I'm basically trying. I'm trying to hopefully get 3 of the directly engage a threat things.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to do.
Sure.
So I'm hoping that using Aristotle is gonna get me to the 10, and then I can use the other thing and possibly get 3. If I get 2, that's okay too. But I need at least 1.
I believe for directly engage a threat, you get 2 on a 10 plus. Oh wait, no.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
2, and then on a
Oh,
7
that's
to 9, you
right.
get 1.
But if I use my thing
You have
as
a-
well, I can
You have a
Oh,
new
wait.
thing. Yeah, your
Yeah.
new level up thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll it.
3 is wishing big.
Manifest it, chat.
Oh crap. Okay. I'm gonna have to use the thing. That was a 5, a 6 plus Aristotle.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be so freaky rat girl
Mm-hmm.
that I'm gonna use not human enough.
Okay.
When you directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion, mark a condition to choose an additional option, even on a miss.
Okay.
So,
Amazing.
I'm gonna so I can at least have one because that did not go well.
Okay, what condition are you marking?
Afraid.
Afraid. Sure. Yeah.
I am afraid. I am so scared. I am so scared for my friend, but I'm creating an opportunity for my allies to be able to scoop her up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's like this moment where, you're kind of using the rats and they kind of all just like climb on her and they're just like all over her, just like she's distracted. You're able to turn away from her for a moment because you've been locked in this proper like fight, and you're able to turn away for just a moment and kind of like point out Annie to everyone. For the rest of you, you all look up to where Annie was crouching and you see a statue that looks eerily like Annie.
I think my jaw drops. Oh god, what's even worse? Polaris has super senses, so she probably heard like crackling stone in her ears.
Yep. You probably heard that, thought it was just the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. So yeah.
God.
All right. Well, what are the rest of you doing as you hear that?
I'm gonna look to the other two like I can get her out of here. Cover me. And I am going to basically I think avoiding eye contact organ lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think I'm more engaging my super sense right now to like if she starts making her way towards me of like that's how I'm avoiding attacks.
Yeah.
In that regard, I think I'm going to make my way over, pick Annie up, and fly Annie to safety.
Okay. Where safety are you going? So this is the central room, so there is a big hole in the roof. But there is also the hallway that you came in through. Like where are you flying to?
I think right now I'm going directly upwards. That right now is probably the quickest and safest way out. I think I fly directly upwards so I can get a bird's eye view of what's going on. Of maybe there's something we're missing from being too close. At the same time as I have Annie in my arms. So, like there has to be a way to get you out. Okay, please tell me. Oh god.
Okay, yeah, you fly out holding Annie in this really awkward crouch position, but you're able to. You do have the super strength, so you fly out. And did you say you were trying to assess the situation, or are you just? Was that you just saying you're just like
on my way out? If I'm able to, I would assess the situation.
Sure, go for it. I'll let that be your action.
That's a D20. That's not
the one you want. That's the wrong game.
No, that's a 4.
Okay, mark potential.
I level up though.
I'm so heavy and dense.
I will say with that then, you kind of fly out and you have this moment where you kind of like you're looking for a place to put to like put Annie like safely up here on the roof maybe. And there's a moment where you kind of like fly out and you swear for just a moment as you're kind of like surveying the roof. You swear you see someone. You see a shadowy figure of some kind for just a moment, and then it just disappears. And that kind of distracts you for a moment. Yeah.
I think seeing that, I shout out, third invisible target.
Oh my god!
Like, I think I like booming voice down, like
They look like they were
Sniffer.
looking in as you kind of flew out. So there's like this moment where like you fly and you like there's almost like a person in front of you for a moment, and it just disappears as you kind of like look back, like what? And yeah, Bear, you call that out. I would say normally from this high up, it'd be like, oh, I don't know if they hear you, but it's down like a long echoey chamber. I'll say that you guys hear that echoing from way up high as you're able to kind of find a spot to put Annie down safely up here and then kind of go to like you're going to fly back. As you fly away, the metal man is gonna turn to the two of you. Is gonna go, I don't know what you're doing here or why you're getting involved, but you shouldn't have. And he's going to bring both his fists down very kingpin and just like slam into both of you as he's going to I need you both to make me powerful blow rolls. As both fists come swinging down towards you.
What is the... Oh, never mind. I found it.
So it's plus conditions.
So
yes.
I said that if he attacks, I'm defending. Can I defend?
I will say in this scenario, yes, you can. Yeah,
cool.
You did specifically say you were defending, and you did specifically say you were defending Reverb, yeah. So you would be, yeah.
I'm going to use from the Legacy Playbook. I know what I am. Once per scene, when you defend a teammate, you can shift Savior up and another label down in addition to any other benefits from the move.
Amazing.
Even on a miss, you can add one team to the pool.
Incredible.
The one I used.
All right. Amazing. Yeah. Roll that powerful blow.
So you said it's our roll plus our conditions?
Plus your conditions, yep.
And then if I'm using that, am I then adding on what I have for Savior?
No. I don't believe so.
Does that add anything to me?
No, so you don't need to make the roll anymore because she's basically jumping in front of you and taking the hit for you.
So I defend. Okay, cool. Badass. Yep. I rolled a 4 and a 1, and I have one condition. So I rolled 6.
A 6? You're good.
Good.
You are able to block with your big fuck off sword. You are able to block both these heavy fists as they slam into the metal as like a reverb as the sound wave goes off as the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. It's kind of like that like shock wave, but you are able to deflect the blow. Good job.
I would say that because of the reverb comment, there was some sort of semblance in the air that helped me assist you to make sure that it goes away from you rather than into you.
Well, here's the thing, Reverb. It's you can take this moment to attack. You could use that shockwave to your advantage if you wanted.
Hell yeah!
Sure. What you gonna do?
I guess I'll directly engage the threat.
Yeah, you could do that. Go for it.
Yeah.
Roll to directly engage the threat. As this block,
plus danger.
Yes, plus danger. Or if you want to do something freaky with your powers, you can do that too, which would be unleash your powers instead.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Yeah. We're gonna unleash the powers.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, so that so unleash your powers would be unleashing your powers to overcome an obstacle, appreciate the environment, or extend your senses. That would be freak. And then on a 7 to 9 marking condition. Yeah. What you doing?
That's an 11.
11. That's very good. So you can add another team to the pool for that. Or you can add another team to the pool, or you can clear one of your conditions.
What does adding a team to the pool mean? Like adding a die?
We can spin team to add +1s to our rolls.
Yes.
As like teamwork, as teamwork kind of moves.
I'll do that.
When we do teamwork kind of moves, we can kind of add them as +1s.
You guys have like 3 right now in the pool, I think.
Yeah.
I just
Remember
added
correctly?
one. Reverb adds one, and then I think we had one from before.
Yes.
From Calliope.
Yes. So you have
Yeah,
three.
from Calliope.
So you can either add a team to the pool or clear a condition. That's up to you.
I'll add a team to the pool.
Slay. Amazing. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So what does this look like then? What are you doing with your powers?
So with this clank of his fists coming
Mhm.
over towards Ourania's sword, the blow will then be manipulated to bounce him back and push him against the wall.
Incredible. I love that.
In the aiming of knocking him out.
Oh, okay. You might not be able to knock him out. You'll certainly be able to get a hit on him. But you're able to blow him back. He is stood directly next to the truck. You blast him back. He knocks into he catches the edge of the truck, goes through it as the metal crumples as he blasts past it, and then hits into the wall, leaving like a very cartoon-esque hole in the wall where he is just in it, kind of stuck for a moment, but it starts to quickly pull himself free from it. But yeah, you definitely land a big hit on him there.
With a little extra flair, can we say that some of the rocks popped as he went through the car and landed in my hand?
Oh, you did get a 10 plus. I'll give it to you. You got a rock. Sure.
All right.
Yes.
We've suffered so much. Give her that.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. Cool.
One of our team members is Stone.
That's true. That's true.
Stone Cold a cutie.
And he needs a rock friend, so
I'm interested to compare the rock to the statue.
You guys,
I'm not going to take this experience for granted. I'm telling you that right
now. You guys are quite literally between a rock and a hard place right now, and the rock is Annie.
And that rock is on the roof.
That rock is shaped like your friend.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah. Cool. You're able to do that. Yeah, who would like to kind of actually this would be I think it would be back up to our Gorgon friend at this point, who's gonna is gonna kind of pull himself free, kind of throwing some of the rats off of her. They just fly off in different directions. And it's just gonna see you, Rodentia. Yeah, you're just ready to go, just you're just gonna look, see that Annie isn't there. She's gonna go, "Oh, what happened to your friend?"
Oh, I don't like you. As I look down, I don't like you.
Well, I don't like you very much either. Involving yourself in matters that don't involve you. Still, no matter. No one will remember you when you're gone. And is going to strike at you. I need you to take a powerful blow.
Adults beefing with kids. Embarrassing.
How dare
Crazy,
they?
brother.
Okay.
So plus your conditions.
Plus my conditions. So, no, this is the one that we want to roll low, isn't it?
Yeah, Maria.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
A 9 with your conditions on top. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, AK, it could have been worse. Could have been a 10.
Yeah.
It's so on a 7 to 9. Yeah, you do take the hit as she kind of strikes you, kind of making this comment, kind of distracting you for a moment. She's kind of goading you. She will strike you across the face with her claw-like nails. On this, you can choose to do one of 3 things. You can lash out verbally, which will provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give ground, which means you'll have to move away and let her do something else. While you kind of take a moment to recoup, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm gonna mark the 2 conditions.
Okay, what 2 conditions are you marking?
Okay, I'm gonna talk to my boyfriend after this. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna say hopeless.
Hopeless. Yep. Makes
And
sense.
then, oh no, I marked the 2 that I need the most, is what I've realized, but it's narratively so good. And then, insecure.
Insecure. Yikes. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Hopeless and insecure makes sense for given what's happened just now. You're supposed to
He's
be a
hopeless,
hero, but
afraid,
you're
and
let your
insecure.
friends. Yeah. How many conditions are you on now, by the way?
I have 3.
You have 3? Ooh, yikey. Yep. That's not great. Okay, yeah. But yeah, who wants to go next? Who wants to take an action in this moment? I feel
I just have a question about being a rock.
yes.
So I'm not dreaming or anything. It's like the first 30 minutes of sleep when there's nothing.
Yeah, it's
correct?
unconscious darkness right now. The last thing you remember is
Amazing.
looking into this woman's
Okay.
eyes and your vision going dark.
Amazing. Sick. Cool. I was just curious about that. Continue.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess yeah, probably now would come back to Polaris, I guess. Yeah, as you're up there. You saw some sort of shadowy figure. And then you're up there.
I am trying to get Annie to any safe place that I can.
Bitch, we are nowhere safe.
I'm trying to get you at least out of the fight with.
Are you taking her like all the way out of the construction site? Where would you take her to? How far would you go?
Making a roll.
You're gonna leave everyone behind.
Don't say that. Don't.
You're if Annie was here, Annie would say, "Get a fucking grip."
Yeah, because Annie's self-sacrificial like that.
Annie?
So,
where are you going? What are you doing?
Can I look at Annie? Do I see any? Like, is it reversing itself at all? Do I see any pieces of?
There is no movement. There is nothing.
What kind of rock am I?
You know what? You don't have much agency in this current situation, but I'll give you that. You choose. What rock are you?
Wait, come back to me. I love rocks. Give me, Jay. I need you to suffer really quick while I look up my favorite types of rocks.
So what are you doing, Polaris? Where are you going? Split second.
What time of day is it again?
It's like midday-ish. You guys left in the morning.
It's midday. Shit, there goes that plan. Yep. Damn it!
You are flying in the sky with a statue right now.
And I don't have any long-range attacks. Is there anything up on the roof that I could throw?
There are rocks. There is rubble.
I think I'm going to settle down up on the roof, grab a rock, and hurl it with my super Gorgon lady.
Who are you trying to hit?
Gorgon lady.
You wouldn't be able to see her from up here.
I'm not able to see her, even with my super senses. With my super senses.
It is a small hole, my guy. It is like the size. You have to remember how this hole was created. A person slammed through it. It is not a gaping hole. It is like slightly bigger than.
I'm gonna grab a rock from the roof and stay at the ceiling with Annie in my arm.
Okay, I know what kind of rock I am.
Yeah.
I know what kind of rock I am. So, I believe, if we're going to apply science to this, I think that most likely this lady can only create metamorphic rocks, because metamorphic rocks are created when intense amounts of pressure and heat are applied on something in order to change its composition. So Annie is a beautiful jadeite. Jadeite is kind of like grayish, blackish with little like speckles of brown and tan throughout it. It has a very smooth exterior. It's like a cousin of marble.
Oh, I love that. Incredible.
Thank you. I love rocks.
Amazing. Yeah, so you're just staying up on the
How
roof.
flat is the roof? How flat is the roof?
Not flat at all.
You're giving me nothing to work with here.
What?
Ah!
What do you listen? It's supposed to be a difficult
You're
fight.
giving me nothing.
What do you think Annie would want you to do?
I know what Annie would want me to do. Annie's not always right.
It's not about what Annie would do. It's about what Polaris would do, though.
Yes.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I think we need to leave. I think we need to GTFO.
I have an idea. Let's leave. You could do that.
So if you can help us
I'm-
GTFO.
It's up to you.
Oh! I hurl Annie the statue at no.
No.
Oh my god.
No, do it.
No,
no.
I'm not doing that.
No, but that'd be so cool. Okay. But that'd be so cool. Okay, that'd be so cool.
Okay, how about
Just go down
How-
and come back up. Nothing's gonna happen, Jay.
how bad is this looking? We've got one of them pinned. I think I'm just gonna spend my turn protecting it. I'm still watching like I want to get into where I can see what's happening, but I'm waiting for them to get to a.
You cannot see on the gangway.
Then
you can probably see the fight that's happening down below.
Then I would use my flight to hover in the air to a position where I can wait for them to get to a safe position, and then get me and Annie out.
Okay. So you're staying up on the roof currently. You're just observing.
Basically, I'm delaying my turn for right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I don't know
enough.
what's happening with the rest of the team.
Fair enough.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can Ourania fly?
It's funny you ask that.
I'm just curious.
It's funny you ask that.
Sounds great. Okay, I have something, but it has to be last.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys
Are
can
you
go in whatever
wanting-
order you want. There's not initiative here. You guys can jump in whenever.
Cool.
My plan is to GTFO.
You want to GTFO?
Whenever
Okay.
My
that's
plan
the
is to
best
be a
time
rock.
to do it.
So, Natalie, are you wanting to do something where you need to be in range of someone
Not
for combat?
more like something.
You guys can combo moves. Like you guys can talk strategy. Like
I'm asking.
Yeah.
you can fit a team.
Cool. So what are you thinking you want?
So what I'm thinking is that I want to make the entire place crumble.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you using to do that?
I would use I would unleash. I would directly engage a threat and use Reality Storm.
Oh, yeah, you'd use one of your okay, so that would be using your powers, I believe. So that'd be Reality Storm would be unleash your powers, I believe, because it's one of your flares that you have. It tells you I think it tells you specifically on Reality Storm what it does and how it works and what ability you have to use for it.
It kind of works the same as Unleash Your Powers, but I get to spend one burn to directly engage a threat using my powers.
I see.
Yes.
Right. So there will be collateral damage.
Okay.
Just a fun question.
Mm-hmm.
So about that doom sign I took.
Yes.
So about that doom sign.
Oh my god! Did you get flight? Did you get flight?
No.
No.
No. Okay. I just threw the entire idea I had out the window because Reverb's got the right fucking idea, and that's more fun.
Okay.
And it fits what I've been wanting to do with this character.
Okay.
So I took the doom sign infinite powers. Mark your doom track to use an ability from any playbook one time.
Hmm.
Do you want a combo breaker Reality Storm, or would you like me to combo breaker with boost?
Holy shit.
Uh,
That'd be cool.
Because I'm gonna use something from your
Insane.
playbook.
sure.
So, like, one of your moves. Well, I can use an ability. So, like, I can use one of your abilities if it can do something to.
Because you can boost or overcharge.
Well, I can't use your moves. I have to use an ability for it. Or because you have.
Because I use
Hold on, I'm on
cosmic
the notebook.
energies.
So you have cosmic energies. Telekinesis and telepathy is another choice. Gravity manipulation.
Hmm.
So
So
I'm just going to use Giselle as a conduit
okay.
to make mass collateral damage.
Cool.
Because if I don't, it's showing mercy, which then will
Yeah.
activate my doom sign.
Well, I will. It's funny you should say that, Ourania, because as you're like thinking about doing that, you turn and you do see these 4 surrendered goons that are complying with not attacking. Are you leaving them there? Would Ourania do that?
I don't
They're
think
not a threat.
they're-
They have surrendered. They are waiting for further instruction to be arrested, leave, whatever.
I would tell them to get out.
One of our friends is a statue that is not on Urania's.
Okay, fair enough.
She's just been fighting a dude.
Fair enough.
And then the other friend is a statue and obviously not in full-on Liberty form.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming statue and
just
his
making
civilian.
sure you're aware of the consequences of what you would do.
Well, no, because that's the whole thing too. Is because if I show mercy, I get another Doom track.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I'm just making sure you're aware as a player what's at stake.
No, I already did
just making sure. Just making sure. Okay.
Yeah. While these plans are forming, Rodentia would like to get the fuck out of there and get all her rats out of there.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely. You can just be like scatter, and they will all leave.
Like rat-a-tat-tooey.
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tooey.
I would like to GTFO.
Yeah, you are GTFOing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you start running. You just like turn and like try to get out of that. I will say that as you're trying to leave, this snake lady is probably gonna get one last attack in on you. She is gonna try and hit you as you're trying to run. She's gonna try and attack you, so I do need you to roll survival more. As you kind of actively turn your back on her to run away.
Right, you're rolling too good. You rolled bad earlier, so we're gonna hope that we all. Oh my god! Wait,
No.
Plus conditions.
I'm gonna crash.
Plus 3.
No, you're not.
Gosh,
Get it together.
that is plus conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in 12.
A 12?
Nice no.
Okay. So
oh my god.
So your options are from the 10 plus list is remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, whatever. Lose control of your powers in a terrible way. Or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list, which I can also read you, which is lash out. Lash out to provoke a team. Lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to conflict a condition. Give ground, the opponent gets an opportunity, which basically means she would grab you. I'll be so honest. Or struggle past the pain and mark 2 more conditions.
But I have a date!
You do. You do.
I have a date!
What are you gonna do?
If it goes real bad, I have a thing I can do.
Rock club.
Flee.
I mean, I'm already fleeing. B's not gonna let me get away with that one.
Rock club. Come on, dog.
Could I?
If you go rock club, I have a
hang on,
thing.
guys. Hang on. What would you like to do?
Okay. If I, what are the implications of losing my power or losing control of my powers?
So well, implications. Yours is a lot of like control based. It would probably be a case of Yeah, I mean, it's really the only thing that could happen. It would be a case of your rats you would be more you need to focus on getting yourself out. You can tell your rats to flee, they might not get out.
I can't with that. I can't I can't with that. The implications. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll pick the first one.
Okay.
Hope you guys can figure out how to unrock me.
Oh,
Okay.
you're gonna
Okay.
so you're gonna
Okay.
Yes,
pass
because
out,
hear me out.
flee, pass out.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I can't take 2 more conditions. I'm gonna pass out if I take 2 more conditions because I already have 3.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to lash out at my friends when they've been great and they saved my rat.
Gimme.
And I would have to pick 2. I would have to pick 2, so I would also have to give ground. And well,
Yeah.
do I want to be kidnapped? I do love being kidnapped.
I have a thing I can do. If it goes really, really bad, I can do something.
Okay.
I can do lots of things.
I can also do something, but I will abandon my plan of tearing down the place.
Okay.
You have full permission to lash out against Giselle.
So
I think I am gonna lash out against someone.
Yeah? Okay, you're gonna lash out?
I think I'm gonna lash out at someone, and I think I'm gonna give the opposition an opportunity.
Okay, which means she would probably, yeah, that would be, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm gonna lash out at Hi, Piper.
Hi.
Hey, you remember how we fought? I'm like,
yes.
You did help my rat, but you are still also like, I wouldn't yell at Calliope right now. She saved Annie, and I don't really have a reason to yell at, Giselle. So I basically am like, I basically yell out like, "Can you fucking do something?" at Reverb.
Yeah. You hear that, Reverb, as you're kind of like going to like do your move, and with the other one being the give the opponent an opportunity. As you kind of like turn to yell that Rodentia, you feel these nails like dig into your neck. She like grabs you and yanks you back and brings the other hand up and is like holding like under your chin, and just like calls out, "Oh, I wouldn't do anything stupid if I were you. Might cost your friend her life."
Where is it?
As you can see, she's like holding her like claws to her throat. Rodentia is trapped in her grasp.
So what does that do to me specifically?
So to you, well, funny thing that I don't have influence over you.
Take
so
advantage of your influence to conflict a condition.
So I don't have one, so I have to provoke a teammate to foolhardy action.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That is
baby math terms?
That is truly up to your interpretation. Basically, it's you're being yelled at, like you're like thinking about what you're doing, and Rodentia is effectively going, "Hurry up and do it! Stop thinking, just do it!" And so it's it's pushing you. You know when you're like trying to do something and someone's in your ear, just being like, "Just do it! Just do the thing! Just do the thing!" You're like, you're stressing me out." That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, I'm
time to think. No think, just do.
Yep. Cool. I will. I mean, it would make sense for me to continue to do the reality storm. I just can't guarantee safeties.
Okay. Yeah.
Which sucks. So Piper's gonna look over in Mallory's. Reverb is going to look over at Rodentia with a "Are you fucking kidding me?" kind of look. Look over at Ourania and say, "You want me to fucking do something?" And she's going to spend a burn to directly engage the Gorgon that is holding her.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take one of my, it looks like a gauntlet, but it also it looks like it could have like a speaker, almost like Iron Man, coming out of my hands. And I'm taking both of my hands up to the Gorgon's, like where her ears would be. And I'm like sending a sonic blast like towards her head.
Okay, yeah.
And unleashing Reality Storm.
Okay. Yeah. Roll that attack.
I use freak instead of danger. All right. That's going to be a 12.
12. Yeah. You can do 2 of the following. Resist or avoid blows, take something from them, which would be pretty good right now. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opponent.
I am going to take Rodentia. And I'm going to frighten the Gorgon.
Yeah. You just blast her with this sonic wave, just sends her flying back as like lets go of Rodentia as you pull her free. Rodentia, you are free, you are no longer trapped. As she just like slams into this wall, kind of knocking her head, kind of like falls to the ground, kind of like in a daze. Kind of like looks at you like wasn't expecting that. There is definitely for the first time a bit of fear in her eyes. But yeah. That's both of you. Next up, Metal Man's gonna go.
Oh yeah, he's here.
He's here. He only target he can really hit right now is Ourania. You're gearing up to do something. He's gonna just swing on you.
Really quickly, just to make sure that I'm not dismissing the rest of Reality Storm.
Oh.
It says if I do this, it will cause unwanted collateral damage unless I spend another burn.
Okay.
I don't have another burn. So something else happens.
Yeah, you do that blast and it just echoes all around, and there is the whole room. There is a groan and dust trickles down. You think this room might be unstable now.
Cool.
It's not actively collapsing, but this room is not as stable as it was 30 seconds ago. Yeah. So roll to take a powerful blow, Ourania, as he's gonna just fucking punch you in the face, trying to stop you from doing whatever you're doing.
3.
3.
All ones. I got
Amazing.
1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1. Amazing. That's great. You completely avoid this blow as because you want to roll low on that one. So yeah. Was that plus conditions as well?
I only have 1 condition.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. 1, 1, and 1. Yeah.
I got snake eyes.
Got the perfect. You got the perfect score. Yeah. You expertly dodge this. And yeah, he just like swings on you. This guy hasn't been able to hit you guys once. But yeah. He completely like misses that swipe. Yeah. Ourania and Polaris, I think you guys, Polaris being up on the roof watching this, you see this happen. You hear the groan of the building. Rocks start to fall off the side.
Starting to fall.
This building is not stable anymore. You are outside, so you're safe. You have Annie, so Annie is safe.
Yes.
As far as you know, as safe as she can be as Stone.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Can I? Yeah.
I
believe in you.
How far away? Yeah, you go.
Okay.
You got to think go.
Because I have that doom sign anyway, didn't need it for Reality Storm. I'm gonna blow it a different way. So infinite power is mark a doom track to use an ability from any playbook 1 time. The ability I am using is I'm going to borrow from Polaris again with the legacy.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly.
You're gonna fly?
And I am basically I'm grabbing Reverb and I'm flying. And if Reverb would like to grab on to
I've got
Rodentia.
Rodentia in my arms.
Yeah. So I am grabbing you.
Mm-hmm.
And we are doing the thing that we did last time whenever Polaris had been knocked out. Where we are basically like doing the thing.
Sounds great.
Because you also have abilities that can boost.
I've got a sound wave that can boost us a little bit.
And we've done this before.
Hell
so
yeah.
We can do it again. But I
love it.
Do have to mark a doom sign for showing mercy, Sam.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
How dare you show mercy?
How dare you?
Who out of what?
So you're flying you're flying up and out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Polaris, you see your friends all flying up towards you. Do you have any actions
Does
you'd
it
like
look
to
like
take?
they're gonna make it? Does it look like they're gonna make it? Like with the room starting to become unstable?
I don't see any collapsing happening yet, but they seem to be.
They seem to be good. Okay, then I'm going to fly.
You're just flying up. You're taking Annie with you, just flying away.
Yeah, if it doesn't look like the building is going to be collapsing, does anyone have a rock?
Yeah.
You have a rock.
Reverb has a rock. Yep.
I mean, you technically have a rock when you think about it.
Well,
you need to stop. This is criminal. Yeah, I think Polaris feels absolutely helpless and distraught in this moment, and is going to be looking for a safe spot to touch down with Annie.
Yeah, there's like a space like in the courtyard kind of where you'd be able to meet up with everyone else. You're able to drop Annie safely.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you, the building groans but doesn't seem to actively be collapsing. But yeah, with Ourania's help, you all fly out of the top and are safely out of the building. And I know it's really late, but we're gonna take one. We're gonna take a break, everybody. I apologize that went so long. We got so locked in on combat stuff. But we are going to take a break. Sorry it was so late. But we will be back in about 10 minutes, and then we will wrap some stuff up. But yeah, make sure you get your drinks, your snacks, and use the bathroom, nerds. See y'all soon. Hello everybody. We're back. Everybody. We've taken a moment to about what just happened. But we might not be out of the clear yet. Who knows?
No.
Nope. Someone's still stoned. What's up with that? So the group of you are able to land in the construction site, safely kind of touching down. Polaris, you arrive first with Annie. You're able to drop Annie down safely on the ground, being very careful not to damage her. You just place her down, and then you look up and you see Ourania, Reverb, and Rodentia in a chain landing down next to you as Ourania is flying, which is the first time you've seen that. You guys,
as soon as they touch down, I throw myself from Reverb's arm and go immediately to Annie and just check anything, I don't know.
Annie
I'm
is
just
known.
Rodentia, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we need to go.
Yeah.
A certain someone I was distracting is on their way here.
Oh, okay.
So we need to go.
You
Come on.
see, as you're kind of like gathering yourselves, you hear the squeal of tires as you turn around and you see the truck that was loading up the rocks speeds out of the construction site off down the road in the opposite direction, seemingly escaping. Yeah.
Does it look like they're going, like, is there a particular path that we can kind of discern from where we are? Like, is the power plant elevated, or is it kind of
it's ground level
at the same?
So you
Got
kind of
it.
you see it go around the corner, and then it kind of goes out of your sight as you kind of see through like the chain link fence. You see several confused and concerned construction workers. These guys look like actual construction workers and not goons in disguise. Kind of looking over towards you guys, a little concerned, but not like approaching you just yet. More just kind of looking from a distance, kind of what's going on over there. But yeah.
We need to get out of here because this thing is unstable and it's gonna look like we did it.
We did do it.
Yes, but we're trying to hide the fact that we did. We gotta go.
Reverb pipes up to like at least a level that maybe some of the construction workers can hear, and say, "Go about your business. Happy Destruction Day?" And
one of the more brave ones kind of like walks over to the group of you, just like, are you guys all right? What happened? What's going on?
classified business. We are just about to head out. You'll hear it somewhere. We'll see you later. And then Reverb's gonna just turn around and say, "All right, let's go."
Okay. I mean, not to be that guy, but you're kind of trespassing here. I might have to write a report about this.
Memory manipulation.
I was gonna. Okay.
I am going to. It's while Piper is talking to him.
Okay.
Ourania with the Doom Blade still out.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of on their back, pulls the blade out, and then just shoves it into the ground behind Piper. Makes eye contact or makes attempted eye contact with the guy who is talking.
Yeah.
And it's basically Ourania echoing what Piper is saying via memory manipulation. Like, this is the truth. This is what you believe.
We have a permit.
We have a permit.
We have a permit. It says, "I do what I want." He believes it.
Correct.
Yeah. You have the Doctor Who like psychic paper. Just hold up a wallet that's just empty, and he's just like, "Oh, okay, you're an inspector. Got it." Yeah. He just like looks at you, just like, "Oh, okay. Well, have a good day, I guess." Just kind of just looks confused and concerned, and is like, "All right," and just starts like walking away.
Keep up the good work.
Yep. Do my best. He like a couple of the other guys like approach, like, "Dude, what's going on?" Like, "Oh, it's fine. It's whatever." Doesn't really give an explanation. They're just like confused, looking at him. And then as you guys were kind of like going to like make your leave, you do hear one of the construction workers cry out. If any of you turn to look, you see one of them turns to stone, and the others look very concerned. They start to scatter. They're like pointing. They like turn and run as this man turns to stone, and you see crawling her way out of the door, you see, still alive, the Gorgon woman starts just like approaching the group of you, bleeding and bloody, but is still going. One heel is gone. She's limping. Her like suit jacket is torn. That she looks pissed.
I think I will. I like with Annie set down. I think I will step forward, eyes closed, and look to them. I can hear her. Get Annie out of here. I'll be fine.
No. And then it's just kind of Giselle. Just like, I would like to just grab Calliope by the hand. And then it's just kind of the pat on the cheek. Nah, you grab Annie. I'll grab the other two. Let's go.
Wait, she's killing people. She's turning these people to stone.
Jordan is on her way.
Yeah, and then Jordan might die.
Jordan will die. Come on.
Jordan will die.
Could you?
That's fucked up.
Could you roll? Could you roll a provoke someone?
Yeah. What am I rolling for that?
Kind of like a persuasion check.
What am I rolling? What label do I use?
I just want to see what it is for what it.
Am I
get an extra
rolling
+1? It's it is oh, what is it? I think it is superior. Yeah.
Badass. I do have influence over you.
And so it means you get an extra +1, and then you can, if you want to, you can burn it to get an additional bonus as well after the roll if you want.
I can get additional dice.
You can get an additional bonus, so like you can get another +1 if you.
Oh, unlucky for me, I have a -1 to superior.
Can we also assess the situation?
2.
Hang on. Lots of things are happening right now.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
I will give you that Giselle is focused entirely on you.
Yeah.
And it's very much the hand on your cheek.
Yeah. No,
it's
your hand. Giselle, we can't leave the innocent people behind.
Why?
Not when we don't know where she is.
Go. Annie's in danger. Come on.
Yeah, Annie's in danger. Get her out. I can do this. And
I need your
think
help.
we'll turn to face.
Ah.
Very stubbornly.
Very stubbornly, yeah. It makes sense. Yeah. She's like, she's gotten like a lot closer to you guys now. She doesn't seem to be actively attacking any of you, but it's just like limping towards you, just like angry kind of look on her face. Maybe gets like 10 feet away and just stops. It's like, look at all of you playing heroes, getting involved in things you don't understand. You know, he's killed all of you before, and he's gonna do it again. There's nothing you can do to stop him. Not if I have anything to say about it.
If you could hear like glass breaking, Calliope rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Calliope, without speaking, just flies forward, eyes closed, and going off of super senses is going to directly engage.
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's a 5.
5.
Those statues. That was gonna be 2.
Mark a condition. Or
mark
no, sorry,
condition.
not a condition. Mark potential. And yeah,
mark potential.
You go to do that, and she just like swipes out of the like ducks under you, kind of seeing you coming. Like your senses, it's that thing where like you're usually able to trust your senses, but just with everything, and just like you're saying it's that thing where like you're saying to Giselle's like, I can do this, but in your mind it's like, I have to do this. I have to protect them.
Yeah,
I
no,
cannot
it's
leave these
definitely
people
what that is
behind.
right
But you're
now.
just like, this is such a hard decision. But like, yeah, you just have that moment where you're almost just throwing yourself at her. She kind of dodges out of the way. So she's gonna, because you're in range now, she's gonna make an attack against you as well. She's gonna try and
100%.
grab your leg as you go past. Roll to take powerful blow.
100%.
Can I? Oh no!
You're not close. Apparently,
Can I defend?
You're not close.
I'm not close. Dang
No,
it.
It's all right.
She flew
it's
forward.
a 4.
A 4.
I don't have
Okay.
any conditions. I don't have any conditions marked right now.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
She tries to. You kind of like fly past. She tries to like grab your foot, but you're able to like kick it free. She's not got her
I
full
just
strength.
pull it out.
She kind of just looks at you. And is just like, you're too late anyway. The van's already gotten away, and you'll never find the site. You're done. What was it you called yourselves again? Night Stars or whatever it was. Like I said, he's killed you before, and he'll do it again. He's not afraid of you. And as she gets cut off, you look, and there's just a moment where she just straightens as a fist just appears through her stomach from behind her. You all see, because she's kind of facing away from you right now, kind of facing Polaris, as Polaris has kind of like gone past and kind of turned around. She's kind of turned to face you. You all see just a figure just materialize out of the air. And you see this Gorgon woman go limp. Or like straighten up and then just go limp. As Polaris, you see this figure pulls their fist out. The woman drops to the ground dead. And it's that thing where you saw this happen. She didn't punch through. It just appeared. Like, that punch was already thrown. And you see the body drop, and then you look at the figure, and you feel this. Your hairs kind of stand up on end, and you just feel this coldness overcome you, as you don't fully understand what you're looking at. Because it's almost like you're looking in a mirror. The color scheme is different. Darker colors, but the outfit is the same. The hair color is slightly different, but you recognize that facial structure even under the mask. You don't know how or why, but you know who this is.
I think Calliope like is just like staring mouth open in like shock.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like turns and looks up at you. Do you say anything?
Yeah, I think like under my breath, like barely audible, is just Mel? Is it you?
Kind of just looks at you, kind of tilts her head, kind of shaking off her blood-covered glove Just looks up at you. Calliope?
I knew you were alive.
What are you...
I knew you had to be.
What are you doing here? Why are you wearing that suit?
What do you mean? I had to follow after you. I had to know. I had to. When she said that it was you, I had to.
You shouldn't have come here. You shouldn't have got involved in this. You have limitations. I'm free of those now. You all kind of hearing this conversation, kind of hearing that name called out, Mel. You all have heard that name before. And you start to put two and two together as you kind of look and kind of as this figure turns. And again, you see this individual that looks almost identical to Polaris, but the color vibes completely switched. The Polaris's white cape, theirs is like a dark purple color. Their outfit kind of these like darker like blacks and purples, the mask the same. But that name, Mel, or Melody, you put two and two together. This is the one star unaccounted for. This is Melody Elsher. Calliope's missing sister. And I think that is a good spot to leave things this week.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm so fucking rock. Are you kidding me?
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Oh, fine. Hey guys, you're gonna have to fill me in on a lot of stuff when I wake up, okay? You're gonna fill me on a lot.
Oh boy. Well,
don't worry, Mallory will be talking to you, to the rock you.
And that's a rock fact.
Oh no. Well, thank you,
my
chat.
gosh.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank everyone for coming. This has been Stars in the Night with all these wonderful people. Sorry for the late break. We were just so locked in on everything that was happening, but that is the end of this week's session. I guess we'll go into some outros now. I think the perfect person to start with would be Jay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's you've been mean to me all day. Hello, hi. My name is Jay. You can find me all. Those weren't words. Those weren't coherent.
Those were not words. No.
You can find me on all of my socials at. Oh, unless it is Skyline.
Your mic is being
Voice of Jacob, Jaca. I don't know why my mic keeps doing this to me. You can find me on this channel quite a bit. Every other Monday, we will be here doing Stars in the Night. Next Wednesday, not this week, next week, you can find us in our Tales of Aegis campaign, and every other Wednesday find me playing Veldrin Filafar. This Wednesday, you can find me over on the Dice and Autism channel, where I play Harlan McCandless campaign. Catch me Thursdays over on Cola May's channel, where we saw Baldur's Gate. It's a really fun time. We chill. And there are a bunch of other projects I cannot talk about. People will be mean to me if I talk about them right now.
Even more mean to you?
Always.
Couldn't do more
Always.
of that.
And that's me.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Jay. Next, we'll go to our resident rock girl.
Hi everyone. I didn't do a lot today, but that's okay.
Oh, I understood
What'd you do?
rat girl and not rock girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Madeline. I'm at theegoosegirl, THEE. He looks like he's like mad at me. He looks disappointed. I don't know if he's caught in the frame. He's just sitting.
No,
like,
he was just out of
hating life.
frame.
Perfect. Okay. I'm the Goose Girl at THEE Goose Girl on all good social media sites and all bad ones. I have nothing to talk about right now. The thing I did is done. Cast me in your projects. I have also things that are unannounced that I'm working on, but also cast me in your projects, please. I promise I'm really good. But yeah, I have nothing going on right now, so just enjoy the shit posting where I am. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Amazing. Next, we'll go to our resident rat girl, Maria.
That's a me. Hi, I am Maria. You can find me at MF PUIG on Instagram is basically the only place I post. Though I've started posting on my TikTok again, a lot of my dance content at _with Maria. So yeah, if you like me fighting with people, I highly recommend you go ahead and check out Still Hearth on Table Runners. There is some more PvP coming, and there's also a very nice compilation recap episode coming out very soon. We already have one for episodes 1 through 10, but we're going to have one for 11 through 20. So if you don't want to watch that much, even though I highly recommend you do, you can watch that. And if you're in the LA area, keep an eye out. I've been teaching dance classes here and there. So if you want to take a dance class with me, just keep an eye on my Instagram.
Amazing. And then next we'll go to Diamond.
Hi, I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I'm a ttrpg actual play performer, writer, artist, and a whole bunch of other things. I do a lot of back-end admin stuff. For plenty of wonderful different channels, you can find all that in my Beacons link. Also in my Beacons link, beacons.ai/Madness Diamond. You can find my Gen Con schedule because we at Gen Con. Very busy working for like 3 days. I will be there early on Wednesday because I am helping out with Power Word Resist, which is a charity silent auction and like event thing. 2 of our main performers are Ifty Nwadwe from Dropout and Juicy Garland, where Ifty will be doing a comedy act, and then Juicy Garland will be doing a drag performance act, I think. Tickets are in, you can find the link to tickets in my Beacons link, but they are, I believe, 30 with all of the fees tacked on for a normal ticket. We have plenty of them left. If you want to upgrade and get really nice seats, you can spend 40 on those ones, and all the proceeds go to 2 different charity organizations that are nonprofits, one being RAIN, which is our international choice, and then Gender Nexus being our grassroots choice in Indianapolis. It's a fun thing. There's also a silent auction. There's a lot of cool stuff that's being donated, so if you would like to do some early shopping for a good cause, come hang out with us. Come watch some really cool local punk bands too. We've all been working really hard on it, and so that is on the Wednesday, the day before Gen Con kicks off. But if you want to spend Thursday night with me, if you're free, I've got 2 events running Thursday night as long as I can sell the tickets for them. Tickets are $6 each. And the first one is Of Trials and Success, where I run Thirsty Sword Lesbians as a game show.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm running Thirsty Sword Lesbians as a game show. It's called Of Trials and Success. That one starts at 7 p.m. and runs until 9 p.m. And then I do an immediate turnaround because I switch vibes completely for my Die RPG live show as well, which is under the Red Umbrella, where I run Shelley Von Miller, Cheesecake Panda, and maybe one other person, depending on their availability, through Die, the RPG. We're a troupe of performers are attempting to put on a show, but it's the night before the performance, and we need to work out some things. But why not work it out in a fantasy world? And of course, put on a show. And then that one is going from 9 until about 11 or midnight, depending on the runtime for it. Like I said, both of those are $6. If you buy tickets, even if you don't end up coming, you can still support me so that I can sell my minimum to be able to run these things. And then the last one is a free event, which is a panel talkback I am hosting and moderating called All the World's Our Stage, where it's highlighting adult content creators and sex workers' voices in the TTRPG community, talking about representation versus stigmatization, where it is myself, Shelley Von Miller, Cheesecake Panda, and Gillian Foxlove, all talking about what it's like being adult content creators in the TTRPG space and what we would like to see change and be different. And that one is at 7 p.m. And that one's free. You can come hang out with us. But that's me. That's everything I'm working on currently. You can also find me on other places at Madness Diamond, all the social medias that matter, at least. And you can find me on the Everett Archive, which is a TTRPG podcast, where I play Lysander Agni in the Fabula Ultima setting we're doing currently called The Laboratory, run by Sphinx Akasha, the lovely champion of bards. Currently, I'm coming for that title. And then once we're almost at our halfway mark. You can listen to it wherever you find your podcasts. We've got 9 episodes in. There's a lot of bonus content, too, that me and Sphinx have collabed on. There's also tea at the table. We do a recap talkback about the episode. So if you'd like to come on that lovely adventure and maybe see a familiar face take up the GM seat in the next season. So, yeah, because all of us are going to get to GM. It's myself, Brenny Ursa, and Bardic Sweet Tea challenging Sphinx Akasha, and each of us gets a turn in the story.
Amazing.
With all playing different systems of our choice that are not D&D Pathfinder. So yeah, if you want to come hang out with me on the internets, come find me. Come say hi if you see me. I'm very friendly. I don't bite. Unless we're really good friends, and I might. Okay, love you. Bye.
Thank you. And then last but certainly not least, we come to Nat.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie, also known as Gizmos Aplenty, all across all of the social medias. Tonight, I play Piper and Reverb. You can find me here every other Monday, where we go as Chaos in the Star Realms. Pretty awesome, pretty cool with these amazing people. Every other Friday, including this Friday, I am a part of a 7th Sea campaign where I am a Fate Witch on Basics of the Games channel. That can be found on my Beacons. And once a month, I do a charity live stream where we play For the Queen with different themes for different causes. So if you feel so inclined to be charitable or to see what we do, hear all the fun stories, and to give for a good cause, come and check that out. A Twitch channel and a YouTube and everything will be coming out in the future. But for now, it is on my Twitch channel, Gizmos_aplenty on the Twitches. And finally, I'm going to be at Gen Con. It's going to be a great time. On Saturday, I am going to be a guest star in a Candela Obscura campaign. Well, I guess a one-shot. This is the very first time I played Candela. We're going to get spooky. I'm going to be like a little Snoopy journalist, and it's going to be great. Any tips and tricks? Let me know. And last but not least, I apologize. I, on the weekends up until Labor Day, will be performing at the Bristol Renaissance Fair. So if you find yourselves here in Wisconsin, in the Kenosha area, and you want to come and do some Renaissance Fair stuff, you can find me as a little bridge troll, or sometimes the embodiment of time. So come by, say hello. Would love to say hi to you.
Incredible. Thank you so much. And then I should probably do me too. Hi everybody. I'm B. I GM game, hopefully GM game good. I am the GM of Stars in the Night. You can find me here obviously every other Monday, GMing Stars in the Night. This is a limited series. We're roughly at our halfway point now, which is crazy considering all the things gonna happen between now and Friday. Yeah, y'all. It's happening, y'all. It's happening. But yeah, it may go a couple more episodes. It just depends on the vibes, depends how things go. But it is a limited series, so yeah, y'all can catch up. This is episode 4. If you haven't caught up already, and this is your first time seeing it because it's over on this channel for the first time, go catch on the other episodes. They're all available on the YouTube, youtube.com/Tales Guild. You can also find me on this channel every other Wednesday GMing once again, but this time in Dungeons and Dragons for our flagship series over here, Tales of Aegis. Everyone's about to get into, hey, you enjoyed this combat? Oh boy, howdy. I'm about to throw my players through another crazy wild combat, this time with a devil. I'm going to make some deals. It's going to be great. Nothing bad's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy time. I just realized, yeah, I am GMing 2 big battles back to back. That's crazy. This is going to be great. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, coming to the end of that arc, it's going to be very exciting. Please come check it out. You can also find me over on the Dyson Autism channel on the alternating Wednesdays, playing as Myla, aka Ajax, in New Rollis, our 1920s gangster campaign. It's a good fun time. On Thursdays, every Thursday, you can find me also on Colome's channel for the Baldur's Gate 3 campaign that we are currently doing, that we are currently playing through the campaign. We're going to finish it. We're going to do it. Are we still in Act 1? Maybe, but we are going to finish it. It's going to happen. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. That's me, Jay, and Cece all playing through that. It's a good time. I'm trying to get Shadowheart to love me. It's hard out here, y'all. It's rough. It's rough sometimes. I just want the emo girl to like me. Why is it so hard? Anyway, that's all from me currently. However, there is something very fun and exciting I'm going to get to announce very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, some very exciting stuff is coming down the line very, very soon that y'all can get excited about. Thank you, Aristotle. I appreciate it. But that is everything from us. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here. We love you all very, very much, and we will see you all very, very soon. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Bye, everybody.